As you were knocked down unconscious,
You
and you have 3 rounds.
24 hours. Like, you've shit yourself, you've vomited everywhere. You're still hungover and this happens.
Morton's about to go home and he's dead.
You make your way back to the village, where the village is kind of putting out fires, helping those who are injured. No one seems to be outright killed, but there's been structural damage. You know, overall the mood is. I mean, it's all hands on deck, but you know, at least they don't have to contend with any mind flayers or ships or anything right now. Pete, you help with the triage center. Sangmin, you try to hustle and intimidate some money out of people. Morton, you go to help investigate Cephalok's crash sites, and then you investigate the one remaining thunder cannon, trying to set it up to work for the village. Theros, you go with Baelor and Dranon back to your family home. As you talk, you drink mead. They say sorry for not believing in you, who, you know, you're upset because you feel completely unsupported by them, or have felt unsupported by them. You then go to Torga's saloon. As a party, you discuss your next steps. You think maybe you'll go to Calvi's, pay off your debts to the Everbright Guild, 1,000 gold, before that interest starts to rack up, and also because Morton used to live there. For now, you enjoy your night. Morton drinks. He rolls a nat 1 on Constitution. He, I think we agreed, kind of maybe pisses himself and passes out. Samwyn, you get close to a certain character called Stromgar Hardhead, and it's revealed that he's getting married, and so you start to give him some advice about marriage, and because he's feeling a bit cold feet, the world seems very uncertain right now. Samwyn, you then also kind of think to yourself, maybe I should do the whole family thing as well. Pete, you tell tales of Goldkeep. The mood kind of turns a bit when you start talking about, oh yes, and all of my people were destroyed by flames, and you know, kind of telling those tales of a dragon destroying everything and everyone you ever knew and loved. It kind of sours the mood a bit. And Theros, you drink and you start to feel included with the village, something you hadn't felt before. You're then visited by Oscar Ironfist, the friend of Drannon's, who says Drannon and Baelor are giving you some space, and he comes with 1,000 golds rewards in a chest. You then give him a drink, and he stays to party, and we end the session there, with everyone having a good rest of the night and eventually finding rest. You wake the next morning. Well, let's see how. Pete, you wake up in a room, slight headache, fully clothed, passed out face first, sideways on a bed. Sunlight kind of dappling onto your face from the window, curtains open. This is what kind of stirs you awake. So kind of somewhat groggily, getting up.
10 bottles of whiskey last night, God.
You see Sangmin passed out on the floor nearby you, having not even made it to the bed. A tankard of ale, half spilled, next to him.
I just go give him a little shake on the side just to see if he stirs.
He doesn't stir.
Okay.
You also notice...
go for the pulse, just to see.
Is there a pulse, Sangmin?
Do I roll for pulse?
You have 0 HP.
You also notice whilst trying to stir him, he's got like a crumpled napkin in his hand. But there's that.
That's his. I'll leave it to him.
But anyway, so Sangmin is still not stirring. He is still very much passed out.
I'll leave him to his slumber.
Sure. Morton. I mean, you've kind of been waking up in flashes throughout the night and going back to sleep and waking up each time, trying to orient yourself because the room keeps spinning. You wake up once again.
Morton is just like me.
It's just like you. The sun coming in. You were very ill and hungover. There is a bucket of sick next to you as well. You kind of smell and see as you kind of look over and you think, oh no, a bit of it's on the bed. But it's been a rough one for you. You've been given a few kind of pints of water by the bedside table, some of which you've touched. But people were checking in on you throughout the night because you were very drunk. But so far, it seems Morton's just stirring awake, and Pete is awake. Pete, what do you do? You're on the second floor of this tavern.
Wait, so I'm just in a room with Morton and
just in a room with no, you're just in a room with.
I'm just in a room with Sandman.
Yeah, Morton's in a room. Yeah.
I'll probably just head out into the. Well, I'm on the second floor.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just head out into the whatever hallway there is, and just make my way down to the bar and try and find some breakfast, basically.
Of course. So making your way out through this wooden structure through the door. It's kind of like you've got the balcony hallway overlooking the scene below.
What's the carnage? What's it look like down there?
It's a bit rough. I mean, well, immediately you see Theros lying on a table, empty tankards around him, and then his mate Oscar, kind of passed out, slumped back on a chair. Oscar's got short brown mohawk, beard, scar across the left eye. You also see there's a heavy chest that's kind of tipped on the side, not open, but nearby Theros. There are a few other dwarves in similar positions of disarray, all too pissed to have made it to any room, or out of this room even. A series of round tables knocked over, some chairs strewn about over the place, sticky floors from the beer, and worse. But you also see two very much awake and active dwarves, Tumruck and Torga, trying to clean the place. Torga being the owner, Tumruck being the barkeep. So Torga, you see she's at the bar, just below you actually, scrubbing it down, preparing waters and a platter of breakfast foods. So you're already smelling, bread,
I'm drawn towards
bacon, scrambled eggs. Tumruck, meanwhile, is putting all the tables and chairs right. Tumruck is, and there's a partially mopped floor, which needs to be continued to mop, but if it weren't for all the obstructions, all the dwarves around.
Sure, okay.
Tumruck is a male dwarf. He's got a white shirt, brown waistcoat, a bolo tie, a bushy black moustache, and a bowler hat. He looks very much like the part of a barkeep. And then Torga, she's a female dwarf. She's got a red jacket coat, a tan dress, a grey top hat, long blonde hair curled. She was the one who was talking to you all earlier, the previous night.
So is she behind the bar? Who's mopping?
She's behind the bar.
She's behind the
She's sorting the breakfast foods, and Tumruck is the one who's was partially mopping, is now putting some tables and chairs right.
Okay, I'll probably just go up to the bar, go up to Torga, and just say, I'll give you a hand with cleaning up, just let me have some breakfast first, if that's alright. Sorry about all the mess down here. These young lads, they can't handle their drink while they're all barely 100. Dear.
Young lads, old lads, I see the same shit every night. I'm glad you made it out of this room. Glad you made it to bed. Well done.
Just about.
Yeah.
Anyway, what we got?
Well, help yourself. I'm not going to charge you. You've got bread. You've got scrambled eggs. You've got bacon.
Sangmin walks in the room. Did somebody say breakfast?
Yeah. I put like a copper coin, like a small, coin
A token,
down.
sure.
A token, yeah, just to get, well, for your troubles, and then grab some food.
Thank
and
you.
just sort of get into it.
Great. So you find a chair and a table that's undisturbed, and
Yeah, exactly.
you start having a delicious, hearty breakfast. Sangman?
I follow Pete. I make it clear that the complimentary coin tip is for the both of us.
It's like you've seen it when you're up on the balcony.
Yeah.
Come down.
That covers me as well. I kind of point to it on the table. That's from us. I get my breakfast.
It's free
I
anyway.
walk over to Pete's table. I imagine like maybe there's like a body strain over like a chair. I kind of move him and then sit on the chair.
Yeah, you kind of push him to the side, scrape, and he's fine. He's still asleep.
Okay.
All right. And so you resolve to have breakfast amongst yourselves. Morton, you still see your friend Theros passed out. Theros, maybe make a constitution check for me, please. And Morton, I don't know what your plans are. Again, the room, you still got a bit of the spinnies.
16.
16.
Constitution.
You start to open your eyes. It's not a pleasant feeling, but you start to open your eyes and you see some sunlight. But, it's up to you whether you want to use that as an opportunity to wake up or whether you just want to go back to sleep.
I think I'll just, head in hands. I'm just going to turn my head and I'll see
Sure.
Sangmin and Pete
You
kind
turn
of just
around.
took it into breakfast. Gonna wake up and I'm like, oh, give me some of that. And I'll walk over and just start loading up a plate full of meat.
Sure.
I
Nice.
think Morton at this point will, in a sort of panic, because he's just heard Feros get up, and it sort of triggered his fight or flight response. Not knowing what's going on, he'll get up and go, "Who goes there? Have at thee!" Even though he's never spoken like that before.
You say as you burst out of your room with your walking stick, and people look up to see you on the balcony or hallway.
Yeah. I'm very sorry for the disturbance. Is that eggs I smell?
Cool. And you make your way down, presumably, and
Yeah.
you will start to tuck into some breakfast together. Great. Okay. You're having breakfast. What's next steps?
What's the plan today, guys? Are we ready? That 1,000 gold that Oscar gave us is kind of exactly the right amount to pay off the Everbright Guild.
Oh God, who has that? Who's looking after it last
over
night?
to the table that
It's
it was
knocked
on. She
over,
said it was
yeah.
knocked over. I'll get it. Oh, I've got it. Can I just peek inside it to make sure it all looks like it's there?
We just left it on the table
It's a
all night
collection
and
of
no one took
coins,
it.
but sure, it looks similar to how you saw it before. Good enough. Sure.
Right.
Guys, that's a bit of a lucky. That's a bit of a lucky save on our part. We need to be more, careful with this kind of thing.
Who's got the bag of... Wait, which one of you has the magic bag?
Bag of holding.
Bag of holding. I do not have the bag of holding.
I feel like last time I remember us using it, Morton was kind of sticking out of it while we were were we riding on my back?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, there was two of us on you, and then
Sangmin have it.
Probably.
I'll just say
No one got
Sangmin.
it.
Yeah, so something.
okay.
To say it's no one got it written down.
Yeah, pretty
I'll,
much.
I'm gonna.
Write it down now.
I'll pass you the chest, and you can put it into the. Just keep this safe, Sangmin.
It's an enormous chest.
Okay.
Into the big bag, yeah. Okay.
I'm surprised you guys will trust Sangmin with that amount of cash.
Why did you say that something?
Maybe can I try and wrestle the bag from Sangmin's hand?
No. I've put it in my cloak. Well, I'm glad we've got that cash.
Yes, I think before the fuzz start chasing after us, perhaps we should pay the Everbright Guild a visit and give this money to them. We want to be able to use their services in future.
That sounds fair to me. They did get me. They got us here and kind of just in the nick of time. So
Yes, perhaps we square away everything here before we head out. I wanted to make sure that the cannons that we've provided the town with are all sorted, and perhaps they will provide us with some more coin in exchange for this, but it's not like I would ever ask.
Now you're talking, Morton. I might actually have some debt collecting to do before we leave.
No.
okay. Well, if you guys want to square away whatever it is you've got to do, I'll just go say bye to my family, and we can regroup and head out.
Let's do it.
I'll do some cleaning in this bar.
Yeah, be careful not to slip in Morton's shit.
No, I've seen that.
Yikes.
How bad's the smell in here, Dan?
Yeah, we just had breakfast.
It smells. So I think they did a good job of washing down Morton's mistake. During the night. But it does smell like stale beer, stale alcohol, a bit of cheeky vom. But
Morton, aren't you not wearing trousers? So it would have just been like a clean, just straight out.
Who's to say?
I think you have some kind of undergarments at the
I
very
don't think
least.
Morton hasn't had a chance to wash.
Yeah, I was gonna say we've just sat here and he's got shit on his legs. Just
Who's to say under this robe of useful items there could be anything?
It's got prestidigitation. Do you have prestidigitation?
I don't.
Oh, okay. That would have been handy. That's fine.
And now I make my shit disappear. Woo.
Much like the wizards at Hogwarts. Yeah. Yeah, remember? Yeah. Weird, stupid shit. I mean, in fairness, Morton, look, that there would have been a bowl of water and some cloths and things, so you could have tidied yourself up, and I'm sure.
I'm gonna offer him the napkin that I was clutching, just in case you need it.
You give the napkin.
Oh, thank you.
It's got something written on it.
I'm okay now.
Whoa!
Oh.
Don't wipe your ass on it.
Oh, sorry. Yes, I was about to wipe my ass with this, and but it appears it has something written on it. Would you like me to read it to you?
Yes, please.
So, looking at what's written, scribbled on it, drunkenly scribbled, let's say, on it, it first says Sung Mun, but that's been crossed out. It says
Some mistake here.
Sang Moon. You're invited to my wedding, mate. Signed, Stromgar.
Is there a date?
No.
Okay. Pharos, do you know where Strongmar lives? I might pay him a visit before we leave this place.
Do I?
Roll history check, yeah.
Yeah. 0. So 12.
I mean, you recognise the name. You think, maybe he was a logger or something, so maybe he's up round there, where the forest edges.
That's not enough information to go on.
If you go to the kind of the logging hub, there'll be a central mill. If you just go to the mill and ask around, depends on how much you care about this wedding.
No.
Okay.
It's just nice to be invited.
Yeah. Cool.
Assuming it's not today. If we go outside and there's church bells and stuff, I might pop by.
do a best man speech. Yeah.
Jamie Toast.
So wrapping up breakfast, unless there's any other items on the agenda here. Pete, you say you start to help out with some of the tidying up.
Yeah, just a bit of tidying up.
Okay. What do you excel at tidying up wise?
I think it's probably like an organizational aspect to it. So like the moving of the chairs.
Telling them what to do.
I just start becoming a manager essentially.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
So you start
A
to
bit of lifting, and then a bit of kind of annoyingly going over to actually you should do it that way, and like a sort of.
As some of the other dwarfs kind of stir awake, like
Yeah.
from their rest, you also start like once they've had a bit of breakfast, you start to instruct.
I like get them involved, yeah. And then
Yeah,
maybe get a kind of like sort of sea shanty sort of thing going.
Oh,
Kind of
nice.
dwarvens, or, just to kind of
Yeah.
get everyone into the mood for
Right. Do
working.
we have an example of that shanty, that work shanty? Fine. if
Work
not.
shanty,
Yeah.
the dwarven song.
Dwarven work shanty.
The dragon
dragon
stole my
stole-
home. Now all I do is roam. I am a dwarf, not a gnome, and so
That's
on.
really good.
I find that quite offensive.
It's a bit of race stuff in that song. It's quite an old-fashioned one.
as Morton leaves to help with the cannon, just hearing the song over and over again. I am a dwarf, thank the gods I'm not a gnome. Yeah. As you
Like
leave.
pat Morton on the shoulder, like, it's okay, man. Don't take it to heart.
Different era.
Yeah.
It's from a different time.
Yeah. Can't get away with that shit these days.
You know what the police are like.
Oh god.
God. Anyway, and then so Morton, you head off to the cannon. Sangman, you lead him out as well. I don't know, Sangman, if you're going to do some more debt collection, but
I will just shout out the name of the guy just to see if anyone hears. Strongma.
you look at
Did
the note again.
anyone
It says
respond?
Stromgar. You missed the G there.
Fuck. Strongar.
Roll.
Does anyone respond in any way?
Let's make this a performance check because you're kind of like
Hell
announcing the name.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a good roll.
Yeah.
19 plus. It's a 30.
Okay.
I hear the wedding.
Okay. All right. Give me a sec.
I believe Sangman is so charismatic. 11.
That's very charismatic.
11.
Which is counter
I-
to everything he's ever said or done as
Yeah.
Sangwin. Yeah. So shouting Stromgar as you go out. By the way, and so I mean, you've left the saloon, which is a wide structure of timber planks, a porch area that runs along the length of it, covered by a balcony. Going through the saloon doors, which are kind of a pale green, very Western-esque, and the name emblazoned in capitals in paint above. The town, again, it's half in the mountain, half spills out of the mountain in a clearing. It's got a fresh woody scent to it. It's a town of sturdy timber structures, cabins of planks and logs, tall peaked roofs, strong mountain stone foundations. Some of the buildings kind of inlaid with ornate wood carvings, a real sense of craftsmanship in the filigree and pride. But some of these structures are, of course, kind of destroyed or partially destroyed by the thunderous cannons and their work the day before. Fires have long since been put out. Townsfolk are carting debris away even in these early hours of the morning. It's not that early, actually, but it's early for everyone because they were all drinking last night. And they're also carting debris away from the crash site of the ship. Others are at work with timber and saws, making repairs to structures. The mood's positive. It's real, camaraderie to it, the town coming together to fix what's theirs, and knowing that they've survived the worst of it. But some of the dwarves seem like they maybe went a bit too hard last night, so even then, like, you can overhear a few, like, kind of fuck me's can be heard as you know, people are kind of struggling and taking tankards of water. But in any case, Sangmin, you go into the thoroughfare and you just start shouting, "Stronger!" And eventually you see someone who stumbles around the corner. "Yeah? I'm Stronger."
Stronger, buddy.
"Hey, Sangman!" As he kind of rushes towards you, arms out like this, ready for a big embrace.
Okay, I kind of like, yeah, sure.
Ugh, he hits you like a fucking bull, man, and he swings you around.
Okay.
Thanks for the chat yesterday. You see he's got like a grizzly kind of brown beard, but his hair's nicely kind of pulled back.
You're welcome. I got the invite. Thank you very much.
Oh, I'm glad. Yeah, it's not one of the nice invites. We'd sent the invites out already, and they were done already.
sure.
So yeah, I mean,
well, if it's a last minute invite, I guess is it happening pretty soon? The wedding?
No, we've still got another month or so of prep and.
You should do it today, man.
Really? You think?
Yeah, show how you really feel.
I mean, I don't know. Like there's still some planning to do. Like we still haven't figured out the catering and the location.
You've got everything you need.
We
just came from this great place. They do amazing food for you.
Oh, Torgers.
Yeah. It's
Well,
in a really good state. It's just been cleaned up by my buddy Pete.
Yeah, we were gonna do it like the town hall, but that's been kind of partially destroyed now. So there's that. But I don't know.
Are we gonna go ask them if they're available today?
You really think it seems like I don't know? Like I feel like I should prep, the wedding a bit more, and I don't know if my fiance
just speak
will be
from
so
your heart.
happy. Make a persuasion roll.
Yes.
That's going to be a pretty high persuasion.
So sorry.
Put Dan to magic up a dwarven wedding.
What is it?
It's 15 plus 11, so 26.
You really think I should do the wedding today?
I think so, man.
Do you think she'd like that?
I think she'd love it.
Okay. Let me go ask.
Okay, cool.
I'll see you
But
in a bit.
preferably in the next few hours, because I really got to get out of town soon, and I don't think I'll ever be back.
Oh, okay. Oh, right, I see. But that's not the
Well,
reason.
if you want my best man speech, we're gonna have to,
Oh, I was going to have a
flexible.
different best. Yeah, I mean, I think we're going to do like a collection of speeches, so I think there'll be opportunities for people to speak up. I mean, I've already.
Oh, well, I will take that
I've
opportunity.
got my brother's. No offense, my brother's my best man because he's my brother. I've known him for longer than a night. So, but no, I mean, we'll do some speeches and things. So you can't if we were to do it next month, you couldn't make it next month.
No.
And that's not the
Crazy, 'cause
reason.
I've had this exact conversation with Jamie in real life.
All right. You're not forcing me into this just because you're leaving today.
No, I think it's best for you and the lucky lady or lucky man. Sorry,
Okay.
or lucky. What is he?
I'm a dwarf. I'm a dwarf.
I'm looking at him.
No, it's my fiance. It's a lady. She works. Yeah, she
You don't need
works.
to be so defensive, man.
No, I'm not. I'm not being. No, I'm not. It's just 'cause we
Okay.
talked about it yesterday, and I thought you'd remember her name. You know. You know her
No.
name, though, right?
No, I don't know her name.
Okay. Jessie.
Sorry?
My beautiful darling Jessie.
Jessie.
Yeah.
Okay, you did mention this.
Yeah. I'll go.
You know,
I'll talk
I don't
to
think I'm
Jess.
even
I'll
going
talk
to be able to make it this afternoon now.
No?
No, I'll see you around, man.
Wait, what?
You start to walk away.
I don't like where this is going. I'm out.
But you did okay. As you walk away from Stromgar. If you change your mind and make it next month, let me know. All right. As you walk off.
Why is Sangmin so horrible?
Yeah, it's me.
Why do you
I
want
kill Sangmin.
Yeah, that's good.
Guys, I'm really sorry. I felt like that was going down a whole storyline that I don't think we were ready for, so I thought I'd just nip that in the bud.
That did save us time.
In any case,
As fun as a wedding episode of this campaign would be,
We just had a party episode.
we have just had a party.
Yeah, it'll be the same sort of cast of
Yeah.
characters.
and so as you're walking away from Stromgar, who starts to go about his business again, you actually have a female dwarf, brown hair with a long braid over her shoulder, a green blouse and brown bodice. She approaches you, Sangmin, and because she sees you from across the street. Hello, are you Sangmin?
Yeah, I am.
Part of the Sunscrapers?
That's the one.
I heard you were the one who was people were contributing payment to yesterday. Is that right?
Why do you ask?
And I'm just wondering if you were the one that people were paying for your services.
Am I near anyone else from the warband?
From your party.
Party,
By this point, no, because Morton's already
Okay.
peeled off.
Hey, listen, I'm not Sangmin, but I can collect money on his behalf. And
Yeah.
I'll make sure he gets it. Yeah, I'll make sure he gets it.
Oh, okay. Well, because some of the community last night, we were talking
great.
and we collected a pot of 400 gold.
Delightful.
I mean, and you can see she's carrying a tray with
Let me help you with that.
with a tea towel on it.
Yeah.
And underneath the tea towel, because there's no crate or box or whatever, it's got a series of coins. I mean, are you sure you're with the Sunscrapers? How can you prove that? Because I can't just give 400 gold to a stranger who might take it.
What do you know about the Sunscrapers?
Well, I know they saved the town yesterday from the ship in the sky, and there was another ship inside. Is there a way to prove it?
I could put it with my other money, and I show her the bag of holding. Have a look at this, and I pull out the treasure. This is our reward that we got. Pretty neat, huh?
Oh, okay.
So if you just put that in with the other treasure, I'll be on my way.
Do you have any other kind of adventuring treasures and things you can show me, just to show that you are an adventurer with the Sunscrapers?
Have you ever seen Well, the go-to weapon of a Sunscraper is a sun sword. I ignite my blade. Vroom.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
Thanks.
Make a persuasion roll.
Hey. Oh. It's only 14.
Shit, you must have rolled for shit then. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. As she lets go of the tray.
Thanks. And she just I kind of scrape it into the bag. Just-
Sure. What do you use the money for as an adventuring party? What is it spent on?
It gets us cool new equipment so we can be extra successful in our adventuring. It obviously helps with admin fees. A lot of paperwork when you're...
No, there's paperwork involved.
Oh yeah, well, one of our party is Detective Inspector Pete Acton. You might have heard of him. He's a master of paperwork.
Oh, wow, okay. No, I had no idea what goes into being an adventurer, so...
Why? Why?
No, I was just curious. I was just curious about how the money's spent, is all.
Oh. Well, don't worry. We do spend it wisely.
Oh, okay.
a lot of health potions as well, because we do get the shit beaten out of us quite a lot. Staying at various inns and accommodation comes with the travel and not having a place to call home. It's a lonely life.
Oh, okay.
I've actually been thinking of settling down recently. Wondering if this life really is cut out for me. See, I got invited to my friend.
I'm sure there's someone out there for you.
I got invited to my friend Stormgore's wedding. I got this invitation last night, and it made me think. What's important in this life? What's important to you?
To me, I mean, honestly, my family. Yeah.
Oh.
My husband, my kids, they're getting on fine. I was most nervous about them, obviously, yesterday than anything else. And I just kind of took them up in my arms, ran out.
Now that you mention it, I kind of wasn't scared of anything yesterday. I had nothing to lose.
You've got nothing to be scared for.
Nothing to be scared for. I don't care about myself.
Why?
And I could give or take, my party, but no one I would call close to.
Do you not even care about your own well-being?
I don't want to be here anymore.
No, don't say that. You're saving people. You're saving people so other people can...
Sometimes I think I should just climb into this bag of holding, close it up, and see what happens.
No, don't do that. No, honestly, you're doing a very good deed here. It's selfless what you do. Really, it is.
Oh, okay.
It is.
Well, good to know that I'm selfless. Thank you for the 400 gold.
Hey. Look. And...
Sangman's like BoJack Horseman.
Yeah. She gets out from her apron. Not her apron, sorry, her pocket. I established she wasn't wearing an apron. She gets out from her pocket a nice polished stone. And it seems to have engraved in it an image of a rose with a plume of wheat behind it. This is my symbol to Shantea. She is the goddess of good harvest and bounty. Because I help with some of the local farming. I don't know if you praise any of the deities or who you praise to, but I find this gives me good strength of spirit. And when I think upon it and I focus on it, it helps steer me in the right direction. So maybe it can help you if you just hold it and just let it center you.
I feel like that can come in handy.
Well,
thank you.
No worries. Hey, look, you do what you need to do, okay? But I'm sure there's someone out there for you. If that's what you're looking for, whatever you're looking for, I know it's out there. Come on.
Very kind. Man, 2 hugs in one morning. Sangman's... He's really connected with the people of this town.
Yeah. As she praises you and then lets go, and she...
Thank you, friend.
Have a good day and a good adventure. She walks away to go about her business. So you're left there with a stone and 400 gold more. And so we come to Morton. As you've by this point already kind of peeled off, turn to the right past the thoroughfare of buildings, and are making your way to the crash site of Cephalox Nautiloid, where you already see, some dwarves going past, trundling along, looking up towards you, smiling, waving, as they're taking debris away from the area. You see your progress so far in the clearing. This big, thunderous, chitinous cannon, now placed on wheels, and some dwarfs kind of around it, investigating essentially how to operate it, and you know you've got some final bits to do with this before it's fully operational. But you notice the dwarf you were talking to last night within the ship, the one with the red bandana, the short white beard, the tank top, his name was Bebrick. As he turns around. Morning!
Good morning, my friend. How is progress on the cannon?
Well, we mounted her up on the wheels, so now she's portable. Still don't know how to fully operate this thing, but you said you had some final checks to do. But at the very least, I think, as you said, this thing's got a few charges left in it. Even if it's just a view, it's still going to be handy for anything that comes by. I know there's been more goblin activity recently, so you never know.
Yes, and any dragons that might attack you up in the mountains here, I'm sure this will help a lot.
Right out the sky.
Yes. Well, perhaps it just needs a bit more of an arcane touch, which I may be able to assist with, and let me give that a go.
Do your thing. Alright, stand back! The Great Wizard's doing his thing now. Stand back a few paces, men! Magic's dangerous! As he kind of turns to you with like a wild smile. And, they let you get on with your work. Make an Arcana check as you continue to just...
Can I chug my intelligence potion first?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I'll do that.
Glug, glug, glug.
And, I don't even have my dice out, one idiot. So what does that do again? It adds something modifier to my intelligence, right?
You're right, it does add something, doesn't it?
At the cost of some constitution or something, I think it was. Or strength.
It adds... Yes, +2 intelligence, -4 con for 1 minute. So it's only
intelligence.
Yeah, but it's only 1 minute. But yeah, you can do some quick work.
Okay, let's do this. Oh, okay, cool. That's 19 plus 7 plus 2, so that's that's 28. Yeah, 28.
28. Okay, cool. Great. So, very quickly, going about your work, knowing where you need to be looking in as you open up a hatch and you kind of see a series of wires and fleshy kind of nodules inside. Making it's a combination of intelligence, right, and kind of engineering work, and using Arcana to try and activate some of these systems. So you know it's been cut off from its main energy source, which you know now is kind of mental energy gathered from brains. As far as you can tell, you need to collect a lot of intelligent brains, place them in tanks, kind of like in that ship, and let the tank's energy conductive fluids drain sort of a mental power. It doesn't really seem like something you should be messing with right now in terms of like trying to locate brains and make this effervescent liquid and try and siphon the mental energy from them directly. That alien technology is still kind of beyond you, even if you were to try to apply the theory yourself. But at the very least, you kind of get the understandings of how it operates and what its power source is and how that translates to the thunderous energy. And a clarity kind of comes in to your mind. You were struggling with a particular element of the mechanism yesterday, but now you see, right, okay, so what I'd done wrong here was the connections were siphoning off energy into the wrong place, ultimately wasting that energy. So you know now actually there's this element that it's easy to miss that needs to be directly connected to the remaining power source for this cannon. Again, you've removed it from its main power source, but there's an internal power source here, which kind of siphons off this mental energy from the ship itself. Honestly, it's a pretty quick fix for your part. It was just a case of like you were thinking on what was the issue, why is it not starting? You figured it out. You take the tubing and you reconnect it with some rudimentary tools. Well, they're not rudimentary; they're actually artisanal kind of tools that are nearby. They just about do the job in terms of like trying to make those connections and screwing up certain tubing. But you think, great, I think I've actually connected the cannon to the power source now, and it's all within its closed system, so it doesn't need to rely on the rest of the ship. Okay, fantastic. If only there was some kind of indication that it was working, that'd be great. And as you're thinking that thought, you hear a thrumming kind of energy as you see on the chamber of this long cannon. Already, there are some kind of glassy extrusions, like pearls almost, and you see they start to thrum with a green energy, a green glow emits from them, and you realise, yes, this thing's now operational. You figured it out. In terms of the mechanism to actually launch it, you'd kind of jerry-rigged your own control panel based on some other control panels you'd pulled from the ship. The control panels being like weird, fleshy kind of nodes. But you're able to explain to those who need to know how to operate that nodule, and so it's a case of like it feels weird, it feels a bit fleshy, but you've got to like push your hand inside it, and if you move your fingers in this particular configuration and you feel a click here, that's going to activate it, and then yes, there is a central kind of button which will actually fire off the cannon. But it was something that had been nagging at your minds all of yesterday, kind of into the evening, but now you've got it. You figured it out, you fixed it, and this thing is operational. Well done.
Eureka! I've figured it out. Friends, all you need to do is stick your hand in here, connect your mind to the machinery, and then you'll be able to fire the cannon. I have not to brag, but I have a superior intellect, so it may require more than one of you to trigger this particular machine. It's quite advanced, so I'd recommend perhaps more than one, sticking your hand in at a time and trying to fire it off together.
As
yes,
this is Bebrick. Can me and Jensen try it right now? We won't fire it. Nothing.
You can try it right now.
Okay.
Just aim it at this away from the mountain. And...
Oh yeah. Turn it away, you idiots! As the platform starts to move whilst you're still on it. As they turn it towards just up into the sky.
Perhaps not up directly into the sky.
And then down
off into the forest where nobody is living right now.
And then down into the forest. And then so the two dwarfs, they get there, this fleshy nodule, they kind of put their hands through it. 3, 2, 1. It doesn't make that sound, but it's still a bit gross.
That was the noise that Morton made when he shat himself.
Yeah. He's done it again.
Yeah.
Immediately you see like their eyes kind of roll back a bit in their heads as they are in some sort of weird trance, as they kind of vibrate a bit. And then a few moments pass before they retract their hands. Bloody hells! I was in like this dark room, I was. and I was fumbling around, but I could feel like a place where the thing happened, where I could have triggered and I could have fired it. Is that right?
That's correct. That's exactly the experience you should feel.
Does your head hurt after?
If you are strong of the mind, then you will be able to resist it. With some training, you might be able to get used to that.
Yeah. I think I've won the pub quiz twice, so I get you, mate. Well. Hells. We've got ourselves a cannon here. That's pretty fucking cool. How many charges are left? Did you get a sense of that?
I did not. I don't think I did I? You didn't say that.
No, I didn't actually. Make a intelligence check.
Okay. Whoa! Oh my god! I rolled it down my hand like I was trying to do something cool.
Like a
it
cool
rolled down
trick.
my.
Oh my god.
Intelligence. Okay, 14 plus 18.
18. Cool. Yeah, look, you don't know the exact number, but you reckon maybe look, you reckon it's probably more than 5, probably less than 10 right now, before they need to and then it's just going to be done unless they can find some kind of brain fluid at some point down the line.
Right. Well, I can't say for certain, but I would recommend using it only in emergencies, because it's a finite amount and it's certainly less than 10. So
Gotcha.
just be careful, and unless, of course, you can find some brain fluids, perhaps it's some sort of efficient way of making use of people's bodies once they pass away, if that's not desecration in your culture.
Right. You also get the feeling that these brains need to be active in some sense.
Oh. Okay. Ignore what I just said.
Okay.
About the
Sam,
brains.
you're going to inadvertently create this evil cult who need to constantly fuel their turret, their cannon.
Yeah. Well,
We need brains for the cannon.
I'm gonna revisit, and it's gonna have 2 jars, and the jars will say Stromgar and Jenny, and they're just still together.
yeah.
Come back for the wedding.
It's just a
apart
brain
now.
thing.
Well, can't thank you enough. This is going to be really helpful for any intrusions we find, especially because we're ballista down. But this packs more of a fucking punch than that thing ever did. Look, we got some payment for you for putting this together. We didn't expect you to do it free of charge.
Oh, no, I couldn't.
Hey, honestly, we think it's fair. It's good work you've done here, all right? As he pulls out a rather large pouch, 300 gold in platinum, because who wants to carry around 300 individual coins?
Thank you so much. Sorry, thank you so much.
Hey, if you don't want to take it, I'll take it off your hands. But I feel like you're gonna put it to good use, right?
I certainly will.
Oh.
This will go towards a great number of spells that will help me in the future with more adventuring, so thank you very much for that.
Nice. Anything else, Morton, for you with this cannon and with these people?
Well, be safe with this. It's a gift I do not grant on you lightly.
Powerful stuff.
I am become death, destroyer of man.
Oh. That's a bit of a dampener, but no, fair enough.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
We won't use it
Day.
to strike our enemy. Like, we won't use it to, like, kill people, if that helps.
Well, look, if you gotta do what you gotta do.
You know what, you're right. I couldn't promise that in the first place. I don't know why I said that. Sometimes you get roving bands.
If the Juratech Empire come along here, you point it at those bastards and you blow them to hell.
You gotcha. I will do.
Well, see ya.
as you get them kind of fired up about fighting this great empire with their one cannon.
I feel like that's a real trait of the Sunscrapers, just ending conversations like, I'm bored now. Bye.
Well, I've done my thing. Yeah.
Scenario completed.
Perfect. As you let them get on with moving the cannon to storing it away. Meanwhile, Theros, is it time to say goodbye to your family?
Wait, sorry, something started downloading on my computer then, and it ended up everything went really slow. So I don't know if I missed anything.
Oh, your character died, unfortunately.
Oh,
yeah.
Damn it.
Theros, you are at
I'm really confused there for a second. I thought I'd missed it.
Theros, you're at Torga's saloon, but is it time for you to head to...
Yeah, I want to go say goodbye.
Sure. Okay. So, making your way back the familiar steps to your home. Larger than most, again, for the status that your father holds here in this community. A wooden lodge, a porch with benches outside, boots neatly lined up out the front. As you...
I think I don't just let myself in like I would have done if I lived there. I knock and wait.
Okay, sure. So, here we go. As door opens, you see before you Baelor, your father. Greying beard, bald head, bushy eyebrows. Son, how was
Father?
last night?
It was lively. Thanks for the gold, by the way.
Think nothing of it. You
A
deserve
pair of
more, I'm
good
sure.
debt of ours.
Yeah. You're in debt.
Well, I'm not anymore.
Oh.
Well, I am currently. But
Okay.
when we get to the next town, because I'm heading out today.
Come in. You want a coffee?
Yeah, I thought you were going to offer me ale then, and
No.
my stomach turned.
No, absolutely fuck that. As he pours out from a why am I like a coffee pot, a few mugs. As he pours out a coffee for you, and you see sitting by the fire, not lit, your brother Drannen, long red beard, braided and tied off with oak bands, hair in a ponytail, wearing like the practical clothes that a lumberjack type might wear, as he's just also drinking a coffee. Morning.
Morning, Drennan. I'll just go sit kind of next to him.
Sure. As Baelor's sorting his own coffee out. So your finances, you keeping okay with them? You not in any financial issues beyond this debt you currently pay? You keeping all right?
Well, I did leave with nothing, and I came back with nothing. So after we pay off the amount that you gave us is the exact amount that we have to pay this magician's guild who teleported across the world.
Oh.
Because I've been adventuring for quite a while. I think the last thing I spent all my money on this, and some of my friends' money, and I kind of hold up my boomstick. It's like crackling with. I made like a kind of
Yeah.
put a bit of magic into it. I'm just trying to show off and like impress them.
Sure.
A little bit. Just
Gods, that's not going to break anything in here, is it?
not if I don't activate it, and
Oh.
I'll just I'll put it back down again.
I never really took you as it's like a fighter, you know? What happens?
Well, I don't want to keep beating this kind of like on the head, but I did have to live out in the woods, kind of ostracized. There was
Right.
until my druidic powers manifested, I was constantly having to like fight bears and wolves, and then eventually I learned to tame them, speak to them.
Right. You're not still
And the
living
bandits
in...
on the road when I had to walk away. There was bandits and just all sorts of stuff. Goblins. They live in the woods. I had some goblins
yeah.
come to my little tree house and kind of take all my stuff once. That was fun.
You never wanted to come back.
I didn't think I could.
Right. Do you still...
But maybe
with-
that's changed now.
Do you still sleep outside?
Normally it's in an inn, usually.
Cool.
When we go to an inn, get into some hijinks. Sometimes, last one, we set off a massive bar fight and destroyed it. Maybe I owe them some money. He was called Rust. It was Rust's place.
As Drannon kind of now, leans in. I mean, I guess we've had our share of bar fights at Torga's, but we didn't absolutely level the place. There's a whole life you have.
Yeah, you should get into the adventuring gig, Drannon it.
I don't know.
You know, it open my eyes. We've seen portals to hell, angels. There was an angel. Some cultists looking after, who like praying to Lolth, the spider goddess. We had an army of kobolds, which we sent on our way to. I spoke to Beans.
What did the beans? What did the beans say?
Basically, that they were just beans. It wasn't the most riveting of conversations, but you know.
Wow. I had a whole world out there that you would never have gotten here. Did you get what you wanted?
Well, considering I set off to find out what had happened to the village, you know, with my prophecy that came true, I, in a way, yeah, it made me find my way back here and kind of satisfied myself. Hopefully those dreams are just now dreams, they're not reality.
And then your father, who now sits down, who was standing for a while awkwardly, he sits on one of the chairs. So, Theros. What happens now? You've proved us all wrong. You've saved the town. Where'd you go from here?
I carry on. My friends helped me with what I set out to do. Each of them have got their own pasts and wants and needs, and there's a world to save. This isn't going to be the last alien invasion. There's the war with the Duratec Empire. We were in air-to-air combat, and there was a ship that kind of appeared out of nowhere and destroyed it, and there was magical floating crystals like that. That's still a thing. My friend Pete, you know Pete, the other fellow dwarf.
It's Pete Acton, yeah.
Yeah, he there's a dragon living in his home, so maybe someday we'll have to,
Bulky.
you know, go shift that. They're my family now.
I love that this is such a polar opposite response to Sangmin.
Yeah. Do we still have the right to be your family as well?
Yeah, just you will always be my father, and Janin, you'll always be my brother. But the Sunscrapers are kind of a found family.
Right. Cool.
Although I think Sangmin is a bit reserved. He's one of them. He always kind of withholds himself a little bit, but he's a good guy.
Yeah. I
trusted him with the 1,000 gold you gave us, and he is a rogue, so...
I heard he was collecting money yesterday. Yeah.
But really? I didn't hear that.
Alright. This is your father, leans in. I just want to check. This is what you want. Right, Theros? And, your life is on the line here. You're putting yourself in danger every day. I mean, yes, we put ourselves in danger just doing the work we do, in the mines or in the forests, but nothing at all like what you're doing here. And you've got a home here.
Yeah, I saw my rooms kind of as I left it, but I think, you can turn that into a gym, Father.
I get enough exercise as his son. Don't you worry about me. Nothing's taking me out anytime soon.
Alright. If we swing back this way, it'll be nice to have a place to stay that doesn't cost gold.
Yeah. Always.
But yeah, I'm moving on.
Alright. Hey. We'll always be here for you, okay? Even if it seems like we never were. I'm sorry we didn't make that known. But we always were. And we're sorry. We've said it before, but, I'm glad. I'm happy you found this new family. You found a new purpose. And you found a place where you're comfortable. I mean, I know you moved from town to town. The place I'm talking is more emotionally, like it's a metaphorical place. Yeah, not a. Yeah. I'm not good with words. Drannon? No, I'm not good with words either, to be honest. But missed you, brother. It's nice to see you, even during these circumstances. So, always looking forward to your next visit. So don't be a stranger.
I won't. I'll just want to down the rest of my coffee and kind of stand up as if to go.
Where are you heading to next? Was it Carol Weiss?
Yeah, I think Carol Weiss, and then see where the wind.
Yeah.
Which way the wind's blowing. See what we can get up to.
Son. There's a passing merchant. There's a passing merchant in town. Jansen Tubbs. He comes by sometimes picking up furniture and fine crafted dueling weapons for Calvis. Anyway, he's probably leaving shortly, but he came into town this morning to collect some wares. So maybe you can hitch a ride with him. If that's a help.
What was his name again, Father?
Jansen Tubbs. Jansen.
I really like that name.
Yeah.
Tubbs.
Yeah.
Is he just a little bit overweight?
Just a bit.
You don't know yet.
It's normative determinism. It's just
classic Tubbs.
He actually started off very slim when he was.
Yeah.
He's usually got like a wagon hitched in the thoroughfare. He's got a few shops he frequents, so should ask around.
Yeah, well, thanks for the tip, Father.
Nice. Hey, don't forget, if there's anything you need to take from here, any of your possessions or belongings or whatever. If not, obviously we'll keep hold on to them.
Can I do a history check just to see if there is anything
Sure.
upstairs that might be of interest?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, it was 0 to history. It was a 15.
15. All right. 15. I mean, look, like you left. You didn't pack everything. You know, there are probably like some clothes. You left here a few books, a few childhood kind of toys from your much younger years. But no, you've got all the things you need. There's just maybe some kind of some sentimental kind of objects of your past that might still be here, as well as more practical kind of clothing and, you know, a handful of books.
Yeah, I think I know. So I'm going to go upstairs and I'll
Sure.
go to a drawer.
Okay.
There's like a desk drawer or something. I'm going to open it, and before I left, I had a ring with the signet, like my family sigil on it.
Sure.
That before I left, I kind of took off and put away in that drawer, and I'm going to take that and put that back on my finger.
Nice. What is the family crest? I mean, fine if you don't have an answer right now.
Well, the sort of clan name's Brighthammer, so I think it's just
A bright hammer.
maybe like a hammer with like a jewel, like a pointed star, kind of like twinkling, kind of on the edge of it.
Yeah.
Um,
That's cool. You get that, a ring that connects you to your family, to your family's name, and to everything that came before, for good and for worse. You wear it or you just pocket it?
I think I put it on my pinky finger.
Nice, cool. As you make your way down, and your father and brother are kind of, you know, finishing up their coffees but getting ready for a day's work. As they see you walk by, and you kind of nod at them. And, you know, Drannon says once again, "Hey, I meant it, don't be a stranger. Loved seeing you, bro. And hey, I don't know, if you ever need us, you know where we are, even if you just want to send a message. Keep well, and hope to see you soon enough. Hey,
You too, brother.
maybe send a postcard from Calvi's or something. Anyway,
I will. I'll make sure I do that.
cool. And then your father, yeah, he's like, "Hey, Drannon, go hug your brother." Drannon goes, "Oh, fine." Puts his coffee down. Go on. Slaps on the back. There we go. All right, you be safe. And your father's already waiting his turn now. Son, I love you. Stay safe.
Love you too, father.
All right. Mind how you are.
Thanks again for the gold, and
No, think nothing of it. All right. Well, good luck in your next adventures, I guess. He looks down slightly at you. He may have clocked the ring, he may not have. It's hard to tell, but you see a little wry smile on the edge of his lip. All right. Come on, Drannon. You lazy fuck. We've got things to do. All right. As they get up and they start to put some boots on, and make ways as you leave. All right. What's everyone doing? Who wants to take lead?
we've not heard from
One of us been there before?
Oh no, Pete was cleaning the.
Pete was
Yes.
cleaning. Yeah.
Oh wait, are we even?
Are we together? Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
a bit confused.
No, we're all split up, aren't we? I guess Theros will walk back to the tavern.
Sure.
Yeah, 'cause I did everyone's stuff
meeting
there.
place. That's where
Yeah,
we
yeah,
left
yeah.
Pete.
Yeah.
We'll
so I
probably
guess
all go
everyone
like
will
bump
come
into
back
each other. Yeah,
You
okay.
will make your way back to the tavern. You bump into each other after having done your respective tasks, and you make your way. And Pete's just there. All the other dwarfs, like you see as you walk in, Pete is just directing a bunch of drunk or hungover dwarfs Alright, that table should go over there, because that'll open up a pathway here. Got to think about fire exits, that kind of thing. And, how are you directing? Sorry, I didn't mean to take
Yeah, doing a bit. Maybe I'm just sitting at the table. Sure. There's like a sort of a door across from me. I'm like, so what do you think you can bring to the team exactly? Can you you got any relevant experience for today's tasks? Hey guys. So I sort of go, actually, we'll do this a bit later.
Yeah.
Sunscrapers, good to see you. Cleaned up as you can see.
Looks pretty nice.
You've done a cracking job, Pete.
Oh, no. Sorry.
He sure has, Torga says from behind the bar as she sips a coffee.
No shit stains to be seen anywhere.
Nope.
Oh, yeah.
Neither piss!
Sorry about that again.
That's the Detective Pete Acton guarantee.
Right.
So we sticking around, or?
Well, surely we've got to pay off our debts. I've still got the bag of holding.
Yeah. My father mentioned Mr. Tubby. It's a local merchant. He said he was going back out of. I think he's heading over to Carol Feast, kind of towards the end of the day. So if we meet him, and we'll be able to catch a ride, hopefully back with the caravan.
Let's find this Mr. Tubby.
Tubby it is. Tub. Big fat tubs. But if we're to pay off the fine, do we need to leave the town to do that? Sorry.
Isn't that we pay the guild?
Yeah, right. Guild
Is there a guild
in Carol
outpost? Okay.
There's not one here, right? It's
okay.
Like a city.
Just checking.
Yeah.
Well, let's go check in with Chubby.
Alright.
I think it was Tubby, not Chubby.
Oh, sorry.
Hanson Tubby is what I wrote down.
Handsome Tubbs. Okay.
Big fat tubby blobby man.
So, again, I don't want this to steer what you do or anything like that. His name is Jansen Tubbs, but I'm very happy for you to think he's called Hanson Tubby. So...
Handsome
Tubby, yeah.
Handsome
A
Tubby.
compliment and an insult.
We're very happy with that too, Dad.
Yeah, okay, cool. Just checking.
But, I wrote down Johnson Tubbs. It was very deliberate to not call him
Hanson Tubby. Yeah.
He might correct us as soon as we speak to him, but with the mum situation, I don't think we'd listen.
Yeah. So you make your way again. It's the same scene as before. Dwarves going about reparations for the town. You do see.
I'll lead him to sort of the market square bit where I'd expect any merchants to be kind of pitched up with their stuff.
Make a perception check.
Oh, Overton. 15.
15.
No, sorry, 18.
18. Okay, cool. 18. Look, across the way, to the left a bit, you do see there is a chestnut horse tied to a post. One of the posts that kind of supports one of the buildings. Near which is a covered wagon. And you do see like a collection of dwarfs and one particular male human with a small cart carting a series of furniture from one particular storefront, and from another you see some like carrying some nice mahogany boxes from some sort of weaponry store. Yes, and so this man's kind of, you clock on. That's probably old Tubby over there. He is slightly large. Again, he's just slightly rotund.
But he's handsome?
Well, I mean, you tell me. He's got curly red hair. He's got a curled moustache and a pointed goatee beard. He wears a wide-brimmed straw hat. And he has a long light green coat with crisscross pattern over it and a white poncho underneath, tied up with a wide red and yellow scarf, and his baggy trousers kind of, scrape together as he walks, and he has a series of leather belts around his waist and shoulder, supporting a series of pouches and small bags. It looks very much like a fantasy merchant. If you'd ever seen one, you'd think this is a merchant. Anyway, he's just helping cart and loads some nice dinner chairs into the back of his wagon. Be careful with them. Yep, stack them up and down. Yep, save space. You gotcha. Good man. I'm going to go up to him and unironically, I'm going to say, hello, handsome. Well, hello, handsome to you too. No one's paid me that compliment for quite some time.
No, his name is Theros. You are handsome.
Yeah, I'm Theros. You're handsome, right?
Huh? I'm particularly striking, yes. If I do say so myself. But no,
I'm going to walk over to and just be like, oh,
right?
there he is, it's handsome.
My father said to go find handsome Tubby from the merchant. My father's Baylor. He's quite well regarded in the town.
He looks a bit deflated when you say handsome Tubby.
You are Mr. Tubby, right?
Yeah, handsome Tubby. This is our man. We've been looking for him.
Is that what people call me?
That's what we call you.
As he turns to one of the dwarfs, and the dwarf says, "No, sir. I know you, Mr. Tubbs. Wouldn't disrespect you like that, sir. Yeah, I'm Jansen Tubbs.
Jansen.
Jansen Tubbs. J. A hard J. J for jelly. Jansen Tubbs. No Tubby.
Jansen Tubby. Oh,
hey,
sorry.
If you want to call me handsome, I'm not gonna stop you.
Handsome Tubby it is.
Maybe we drop the Tubby. Maybe we just drop the Tubby.
Handsome jelly Tubbs.
No.
Tubby Tubbs.
No, call me. No. Hey, handsome work fine.
Jelly.
Nope.
My father said that we could. Are you heading towards Carol Weiss today?
That I am. As he slams down on his wagon. Oh, sorry. As one of the dwarfs is kind of knocked off by that. Yep. Off to Carol Weiss. I am.
Do you mind if we the roads are dangerous and we're strong, magic.
As he looks over this collection of people.
Would those skills be of use to you on the road?
Yeah, you got some experience with fighting beasties and monsters. Yeah,
very much so.
All right.
Have you just arrived this morning? Or
just arrived this morning. It's a bit of a state, isn't it? What's happened?
You couldn't see in the sky.
Dimension attacked the town and we defeated them. So we can fight. Yeah, you could say that.
As he turns to the dwarf who's helping cart.
Show me your sword.
Zoom.
Oh, careful! You have someone's eye out with that.
I have many times.
Oh.
Pulls it down.
As he turns to the dwarf helping him with his current load. Is that right? Oh yes, sir. They're the Sunscrapers. Best adventurers I ever did see. They fought a big flying ship, some tentacle beasts. Oh, impressive it was. And we all got very drunk last night. And yes, the town's in a bit of disrepair. But, heyo, we're getting things fixed.
It could be worse. Everyone could be dead.
Well, I'm glad they're not, because that would be bad for business. But yeah, I'm glad that they're not all dead
anymore. He seems very selfish.
As we're dealing with a cutthroat capitalist over here.
No. I meant it as a passing. No, I meant it as a. No, did anyone die? No one died, sir. No one died. I meant it as a light joke. It was just,
very mean joke.
No. It just seemed like a very serious.
Not a market for you to.
No,
just take money
I'm not like that. I'm not right.
Do you even know their names?
Yeah, he knows. Oh yeah, I know his name. His name's. Bryden. Closer, Bryder, but Bryden's fine.
Oh no!
Hey, no, I'm no. I
feel like about calling you Tubbs.
I'm Two-Faced Tubby McTubbson.
Bryder speaks out. Look, right? He got my name wrong. In fairness, he only met me this morning. I hear Jansen is a nice guy, a good merchant.
Jansen.
Well, Jansen may be lovely, but Mr. Tubby here is who we're talking about.
Sorry, I meant this guy. Yeah, Tubby. Not you. Right. Yes. I would happily, of course, have you help out on the journey to Calvi's. How about this as a deal? You'll see we're a bit tight on space, so it'll be a bit of a tight squeeze in the back as we're loading up, but I'm sure you can all fit in there. We'll make our way to Calvi's pretty quickly, and if we face any troubles on the roads, that's your realm of expertise to deal with. I've heard there's a bit more goblin activity as of late, so that's something I've been a bit nervous about in any case.
Did you find any trouble on the way over here?
I heard some rustlings, but I went a longer path. So my journey went a bit longer just to keep safe. But if you're here, maybe we can go the more direct route. And, you've got a free trip from it. Look, we're going to have to stop off likely for the night somewhere, because it's still a bit of a trek to get to Calvi's, but we'll get there. And no payment needed for the journey, as long as you're there fighting off anything if it comes our way. If not, hey, you get a free trip.
Hey, wait, why would we pay you for us protecting?
No, I'm saying if you weren't protecting me, like if you were people who did not have
think it's a fair deal
adventuring
for us.
abilities. Okay. It's still a journey.
Free travel, free protection.
Yeah.
We're dismantling this man's view of capitalism from the inside.
Sure.
Our wares for his... An exchange of goods, no currency required.
No, an exchange of goods, unlike capitalism. And so, yes, we'll take... there'll be a stop-off. Maybe we'll stop at Ruddle Barn. It's almost a trading post. And then, by, the next afternoon... later afternoon, evening, we'd probably get to Calvi's.
Been to
Works for
Ruddlebarn
me.
before?
Pardon?
We've been to Ruddlebarn before.
No, you may have heard of it before,
Okay.
but you haven't been there as far as I know.
Okay.
That works for me.
Maybe you went past it one time. Oh, maybe you did pass it. It may have come up in any case.
Was there a goat there? No.
Wait.
Yeah, Ruddlebarn was the place with the goat, right?
Is it the goat place?
Oh wait,
Yeah.
wait.
Maybe it's probably not the same place. Maybe it's just the same name.
Goats. Remind me.
It could be a common name.
No.
If it's a village.
We were traveling with another merchant, and I think he might have taken us through Ruddlebarn as well.
Mm.
And then there was
the guy
a
who
goat.
had a
What was the goat?
And there was wolves.
And was it convincing the goat to get eaten by the wolves? Was it that?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah. Well, we are quite familiar with Ruddlebarn. We could see some old friends there.
Ah, great. Sounds perfectly agreeable. And fortuitous then. How does it sound? Do we have a deal?
It works for me. Do you, I'm curious if you have any wares that you are selling, or is it just furniture?
I'm selling furniture and, I'm transporting furniture for some clients in the Freystad, in Calvi's more specifically. Some fine furnitures, because you all do such a bloody good job here with furniture, and as well as some dueling weapons. So we're talking dueling swords, dueling axes, dueling pickaxes even, and some dueling armor. But we're talking ornate, expensive, for the rich folk of Calvi's. I don't know if you've been there before, but some of them have some money to spend, and so there's a lot of filigree. I can't,
I guess you're quite right. I suppose I'll be spending my 1,400 gold elsewhere.
No.
It was back.
I'm not saying, like, I'm not telling you you can't. I'm just saying that these are orders I've got. So these are
You've
for
made
other
yourself
clients.
perfectly clear, Tubbs.
No.
Let's hit the road.
We still got my name right. That's something.
Shit.
I'm saying, you know, these are orders that I'm fulfilling. So I'm afraid, because I'm a good merchant, even if you offered me, well, actually, if you offered me enough money, I'd probably. But no, these are pre-purchased orders that I'm fulfilling for some clients.
Don't worry, we'll make sure to report this to your managers that you are willing to.
It's just you're going to brick.
A bribe would sort of suffice.
I'm saying not a bribe. I'm saying I could just, you know, we could make another of.
My name's Detective Inspector Pete Atson.
Okay.
What exactly are you suggesting that you're getting yourself involved in?
Nothing. Nothing at all. I'm saying I'm a merchant, and I sometimes, you know, depending on the available stock, there's a, you know, a more pertinent deal to be made at the current time that you know you can fulfill. In any case, you know, you just have to commission the people to make the item again or buy it again. It's business. It's business. That's all it is.
Blood in the streets, eh?
No. No, nothing. No, what? No. I feel like we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
The way that we play D&D is very like Louis Theroux, just make the other person talk until they slip up and say something incriminating, which is like, and Dad just keeps talking. And
Yeah.
Yeah, works every time.
it really does. We gotcha.
You don't got me. It's all legit. But anyway, we shook hands. We have a deal.
Yeah, let's go.
All
Let's
right.
hit the road.
Great. If you could just
Hop on.
no. There's some crates that I'm just loading up.
We can wait.
I help lift some bricks.
Thank you. Thank you. I didn't get your
That's
names.
just because he wants to keep a close eye on you.
I'm doing it as like a
Checking the crates.
Yeah. The mahogany boxes have nice kind of rapiers that are ornately carved, and you know they're packaged so like they're supposed to be like a nice display piece almost. And so you help out. Sunscrapers. Does he get your names?
You get mine.
He got mine already.
Okay. In any case,
I said I'm
yes.
Terra, so he's got mine.
Pleased to meet your acquaintance. My name is Rigor Morton Don Similis Carlisle Jerome Diggory Woo.
and your friends call you
Rigor Morton Don Similis Carlisle Jerome Diggory Woo.
We should start calling you Woo.
right.
Diggory Woo.
Lovely
And
to meet you.
if you get it wrong, I will be very offended.
It is nice to meet. As I was saying, it is such a pleasure. Such a pleasure it is to meet you, Rigor Morton, Don Simonis, Carlisle, Jerome, Diggory, Woo.
Hello there.
Yeah. Jansen Tubbs.
Handsome Tubby.
No. Okay, never mind. Water under the bridge.
Big
Well-
fat capitalist man.
Fat cat.
Fat cats.
So, you get loaded, and you find some space, like, in the wagon a bit awkwardly. Someone could probably sit up front with Jansen if they'd care to. Be a bit more spacious. That's for
Your long limbs.
but the others, you kind of make your way. You, in fact, you can sit on some of the furniture even you find, and just find seating there. As you've collected everything from Torga's saloon, presumably, and you make your way. Come, Chestnut. Let's go. As the horse lurches once he's finished hitching the horse up to the wagon. And you start to trundle out of town. As you see all the townsfolk going about continuing reparations. And, you know, they see you, Morton, very clearly at the front. And they wave at you. Thank you, Sunscrapers. We'll never forget what you've done here. Thank you, Morton. Morton, I'll save you. That's you're the one that they can see right now. Everyone else is kind of inside the wagon. But they're all waving at you and saying goodbye. Don't be a stranger as you leave. And Theros, you catch as you're turning the corner away, your brother and father way in the distance starting to go about work, one of them carting some some bricks around. They haven't seen that the wagon... Well, actually, let's see. Yeah. As they're going about, and then your father just kind of turns his head and does actually see the wagon leaving, sees you inside from a distance, but just gives you a wry smile and a curt nod.
Have I got time to do something, or are we moving too quick?
I mean, you're moving, like, he's a distance away, but what do you want to do?
I just wanted to produce flame out of the window, like, into the sky as kind of like just like one last kind of,
Sure.
I don't know, like a show of power, just to, I'm cool and magic. Like, cool. He doesn't have, it's kind of a mix of he doesn't have to worry about me, but also, like, look what I did.
Yeah.
Like.
Gotcha. Yeah, sure. So you do that. You produce flame as from the edge, not to set fire to the wagons. I
can stick my hand out the window and just like throw a fireball into the sky.
Well, it's out the back of the wagon more. Like, yeah. You do so, and a burst of flame as your father looks, pretty impressed by that. And a few other dwarves turn around and say, "Oh, gods!" But they go about their business. But it seems very much like your father was like impressive. And so you're now making your way out of Tycoed, Theros' hometown, along the Stone Forge Mountains that serve almost as a divider between Estra proper and the Freystad. So the Stone Mountains are to your right-hand side, and you're going through a forest road. The sky, it's a peaceful spring day, a scattering of clouds, birds singing, comfortable breeze in the air. So travelling through, I mean, is there anything you want to do whilst you're travelling? Because I'm happy to kind of skip through travel bits.
I'm not sure if I ever attuned to the psionic mantle that I'm wearing. So I'm not sure what the actual... I don't think I attuned to it, so I don't know what the actual... if it grants me any abilities or anything like that.
The psionic mantle from... Where was that?
That was from the ship, so that was what all the what do you call them? Mind flayers were wearing.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, didn't you pick up some gauntlets? And they're like mantle.
So there was a mantle. There was.
There was the two. So there's the
braces.
Mantle that I got previously, and then there was 2 pinprick needles and 2 braces. Sorry, black metallic braces.
Okay, give me a sec. So, forgive me, I think I need to make a note of psionic mantle. Mental. I can't find it right now, but I think it's something like, attuning to it over time. I need to check if there's anything else, but I feel like it grants telepathic speech for the wearer, so that they can kind of speak to people in their minds, and saves on advantage on intelligence saves. I think that's it, but I have to double check that, so bear with me. But there's also these bracers and the needles, if anyone wants to care to figure them out as well.
As
we come across the mantles before, didn't they increase strength or something? I remember someone had them on, we used them and then took them off because
that was the bracers, not the the mantle's the shoulder piece. The bracers Sangwin wore, and they gave him a boon in combat, but you freaked out because it gave you some sort of memory when you first put them on and you threw them off. But you've got those set of you've still got that set, and you've got this additional set of bracers, as well as a couple of needles.
Pete, if like that, because you use your mace more than I use my staff.
Yeah,
you take a pair of braces. It's probably...
I'll go for the braces then. Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, cool.
I guess I'll look over the needles.
Sure. Can I have? So the braces themselves, they have markings on the sides, Pete, in that language that you can't understand. You know you have to make an intelligence check to read the language.
Okay, I'll go for that then.
Cool.
12.
12.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you get a searing headache for a moment, but it doesn't actually impart any damage on you. But assassin memory braces are what they read. Do you put them on?
Yeah, I'll put them on.
You put them on as the cilia kind of embed themselves in your forearms. These black metallic bracers with clamps that you clamp on to each side, and you kind of sit there. Now, practically speaking, in terms of stats, whilst you're tuning to these, they benefit you in giving you +1 to stealth.
Okay.
+1 to dex saves.
Sure.
And +5 feet speed.
Okay.
So, whether it's for you or whoever else.
But am I once I've attuned?
Someone else would have to attune to them. I'm saying this is over several hours.
Okay. Now, I might, once I've attuned and realise what they do, suggest maybe Sangmin or someone else uses these.
But can I attune to stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even with no magical skill?
Yeah. It's just a case of when you attune to a magical item, you just have to sit with it for an extended period of time. Cool. And I feel like you'd already attuned to your previous bracers. You always need to attune to something new. Once someone's attuned to it, doesn't mean that someone else doesn't have to attune to it.
That makes sense.
Pete, upon wearing them during this time, in your meditation almost, you do get a memory.
Okay.
An alien memory. You are clad in a black kind of leather. It's not leather, but it's like leather. It's an alien material. You're a mind flayer. You're an illithid. And you're running across bulbous structures in an alien cityscape. As in bulbous buildings, right? Yeah. In this realm that is always night, it seems. There are explosions in the distance. They found you. You look down. Fucking Gith in the streets. The Gith, the pale green skinned former former servants of your people, laying havoc to your home. You jump down ruthlessly from a rooftop, tentacles primed, opening up to attack and devour the brain of a startled rebel. And that's the memory. Yeah. But you're now attuned to these braces for the time being.
Okay. So I might try and get them to Simon when
Sure.
I can next.
Yeah. Were you doing needles, Theros?
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
see what they are.
So, you kind of sit with the needles. No idea what they're supposed to do, but kind of giving it some time, poking them a bit. And then just holding them, you feel like some sort of instruction is imparted in your brain as to what they are and how to use them. So these are reception needles. Now, they work in a very weird way. You'd stab one of these needles just next to the eye of one creature. And then you put the other one near your eye. Not in your eye, but near your eye.
Yeah.
There's no pain. Just a curious sense of pressure. And you can start to see through that creature's eye in your eye. And they can see through your eye. The image is sometimes a bit fuzzy or distorted. But you don't think there's a range limit. Only works on vertebrates. But it's some way of like one of your eyes can see through someone else's eye, and likewise for them. So it's a bit disorienting.
Okay. Are they like one-time use?
No, don't seem to. Anyway.
Okay, yeah, I've made a note of that.
Anyway, if you want, I can send over like the stat lines and descriptions for these things afterwards as well.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah. Cool. All right. So you've been spending your time doing that.
So can we assume the other pair of black braces are the same? Do they look the same as the ones that Pete is wearing?
Give me a sec. They look similar.
Well, they were. I thought Sangmin and Pete now have a pair of the same braces, right?
Right, let me pull up another doc. So Sangmin's are combat memory braces. They are different to assassin memory braces. That combat.
Shall we trade?
Yeah. Are we going to do that then? Who's got the assassin ones?
I've got the assassin ones.
Yeah, okay, let's trade.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we'll need to attune to
They'll
those.
sneak up on you, and then as you see the hand, you go like, oh, and then like hit it away. I'm like, ow!
Yeah.
Wrong way round.
Cool. As you're making the change over. Yeah. As you're doing that, and you're traveling through the forest breaks away on the right hand side, opening up to reveal a rocky cliff face, along which a waterfall breaks over the top, falling into a crystal clear pool of water. Looks like a very peaceful, restful place. It's just a little bit of geographic flair for you.
Nice.
And the cart trundles along past. And you switch over braces.
Yes.
Yep.
Cool. So, with the next few hours, Sangmin receives the same memory that I just told Pete. And the stat lines again are So when they're worn, +1 stealth, +1 dex save, not dex check, dex save, +5 feet speed.
Cool.
Yeah. Now, for Pete, wearing the combat braces.
Yeah.
Seems like a good time to nip to the lip.
Yeah, go for it. Oh god, wait. So the stat lines of which
Yeah.
+1 to hit in melee combat.
Okay.
Yeah. But again, because you've worn a couple of these now, you get the feeling, 1, the braces may not work forever,
Okay.
and 2, like a lot of the illithid stuff you've kind of come into contact with, sometimes there's a bit of a give and take to them.
Okay.
And you feel like
Okay.
maybe prolonged exposure could be detrimental to your intelligence. Because it demands so much of your mind to tap into alien memories.
Yeah, I might take them off then.
But you can
I've attuned to them, right? So
Well-
I'll attune to. Oh wait, is that not how it works? Or
No. You,
Okay.
that is how it works.
I think it's the kind of thing that I'd use for like a particularly important battle, maybe that kind of thing.
Sure, because it is.
Or we could sell them.
Yeah, or just that, sell them in exchange for something I actually want.
Now, whilst you're wearing your ones, though,
How do I get another?
there is a memory. Annoyingly, I cannot actually find the memory because it was from a previous session. However, I think I remember what it was largely.
Okay, let's go.
You are, once again, an illithid. And you are strapped, again, in strange leathers, but like kind of bands around you. And you find yourself in the middle of a circle, a pit, around which stone structures, going up a series of cheers from your brethren. You are in a coliseum of sorts. Above you, the nebulous night sky, lit up with blues and greens and reds of the astral clouds. And in front of you, there is your enemy. It is... Give me a sec. It is... Come on.
Just been confirmed that the Queen's got COVID.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh shit.
Apparently she's fine.
Oh, wow.
Bad timing for Boris, like about to say no more restrictions or whatever.
Yeah. Sorry, so... you are in front of several beings, actually. And
Okay.
they are kind of like... bluish, greenish hinted skin, slightly smaller than normal humanoids, but they have very long ears, sharp ears. Some of them have like kind of weird spindly goatees. Their skin's very wrinkled, but they still look very like they've got martial prowess to them. Very long kind of brains or heads sloping back like that. And more importantly, they're winged. They have like these draconic wings almost. and they're all holding a variety of spears in front of you, and all you have to your name are these two, I'd say brass knuckles, they're not, but they're like, two blades that you hold like this, right? And again, with that weird black chitinous material, but sharp edge, sharp as anything, can cut through night. As they swarm upon you, the crowd's cheering, people rising from their seats, as you start to slash away with your fists and just sever them apart, cutting limbs off, tearing off wings, with a guttural kind of roar, both verbal and telepathic, that emanates from you as you slay, or continue to slay, just a wash of blood through these monsters, to the cries of the crowd, and you feel this an innate sense of pride and strength, and that's where the memory ends.
Okay. Yeah, I'll probably once they're attuned, take them off and
sure,
have them in my backpack or whatever. But I think I'll write down all my memories of this.
Cool.
So I can potentially have that over to someone more knowledgeable in this kind of thing than me.
Yeah. So
could you unmute and I will mute just because I'm east?
Sure.
That'll be okay. Just
continuing on the road, and it's afternoon by this point, and you're trekking through and following a road within the dense forest. Before you're out of the forest entirely, you see Morton. You see a destroyed wagon up ahead. The wheel has broken and fallen off its axle. The wagon's door kind of opens from the back, sideways, and out of it there is a wooden chest, half exposed, half opened up, within which you can kind of see maybe some gold, some jewels, but there is a wagon in front of you. And either side, the forest's kind of, you're cutting through, there's two banks to either side.
Okay.
And
what do you think, Handsome? A trap laid by some goblins, or perhaps a stranger in need of help?
I'll be honest with you, Morton. I have no idea. Look, I know the goblins are getting smarter, so maybe they can do a trap like this. However, I also know there's some gold there, and maybe there's some people in need of help. I have no idea. I'm handing the reins over to you. Metaphorically speaking, I'm still holding them.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
it gets really bumpy.
I'm gonna say.
Look, we can take a longer route if you want. I don't know.
I think seeing this, Theros would probably come out and kind of start approach. How far away is it?
Yeah, I'll say let's stop here and investigate and see what's going on.
You stop. The scene is maybe 100 feet in front of you. You can see it very clearly. Still got it, but you're not immediately there.
Can I just approach kind of cautiously? I think I'll get to about 50 feet away and then do a perception check or something if possible, just to see if I can see anything more if I'm a bit closer.
Sure. So you make your way up to 50 feet. The others hang behind unless they say otherwise. And make a perception check. I mean, it's clearer there is an open chest there. You can't Yeah, make a perception check.
Ooh, it's only a 10.
Only a 10. You can't see anyone, but you see there's a wagon there, knocked over. Something's knocked it over, and there is a chest, and spitting out of it some gold. But you don't see any blood or anything.
I'll turn around to the rest of the party and just kind of shrug, like, I'll say, not shouting back, but like quite quietly, like, should I go closer? Does anyone want to come with me?
I'll come up alongside Feros, and I'll cast. Hang on, let me see. I'll get 30 feet within 30 feet of it. So is that sort of
Sure.
And cast Mage Hand and just nudge the chest.
Sure.
Am I attuned to my wristlets?
Yes.
Because I've got +5 stealth, so I could go investigate. Maybe.
I think it's. Did I say? Was it +5?
+1 stealth, wasn't it?
Plus
Plus
one.
5 feet movement.
Yeah, +5 feet movement, +1 stealth, and +1 on dex saves.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I still have pretty good stealth if we want to send someone in.
Sure.
Very cheeky.
But first up, Mage Hand. You're nudging the chest.
Yeah, I'll nudge the chest a bit. Just give it a shake.
Sure. Mage Hand drifts forwards. You nudge it. Jingly jangly sounds as some coins spill out.
I'll grab one of the coin. So, how much does a coin weigh?
Please don't ask me. It weighs as much as a
3
coin.
grams.
Yeah.
3 grams.
I'd say it's a bit heavy. We're talking fantasy coins here, so I'd say a bit more heft to it.
Okay. Well, I can carry 10 pounds of coins, so maybe that's like 1 or 2 coins.
What? Oh wait, £10.
It's not going to be that. It won't be like. It's like a pound.
A pound
it
of
won't be that heavy.
sugar? No. You can get. You can certainly take coins. Yeah, a collection.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll grab. Yeah, with the mage hand, I'll grab. A collection of coins.
Gotcha. Okay, so with that, you collect.
Sorry, I don't know what pounds are.
No.
I can't think of what the weight of a pound would be. Well, unless is it actually literally the weight of a pound coin.
A gold coin in 5e weighs 0.02 pounds.
Oh, I carry so many coins.
Yeah. But what it is,
1,000 coins.
it's not about the weight. It's more about like the positioning, right? And like not having them fall out of your mage hand, because your mage hand can only cover so much space. So I'd say realistically, your mage hand kind of collects 25 gold pieces here.
Okay.
Which is, to be honest, probably like a lot of what's already in the chest. It's not brimming full with treasures. It's got some loose coins coming out of it. And you managed to pick up 25 gold worth. And that's not just coins, that's also some small gems which are valued around the same sort of cost. As you bring those in the bag,
put it in my pocket.
In your pocket. Very nice. 25 gold, don't forget that. Great. And Sangmin, did you say you were stealthing?
It's not needed if you've already got the treasure.
Are you doing anything else?
We want to go up and investigate a bit closer, right? Or are we just going to get back on the car and go around?
I mean,
there might be someone in there. We don't know what's...
I felt like we were drawn by the treasure and not by like the mystery of what happened, but that's just saying that.
I think we can't just... I don't know.
Okay.
If you don't go forward, I'm going to, and you...
I'll go check it out.
Are you checking it? How? So to remind you, you've got wagon in the middle of the road, but the road is flanked on each side by two banks. The road kind of naturally goes through a little valley within the forest. I'm not saying it's a very deep valley.
This is ambush territory.
But, like, I mean, it's up to you, whatever you want to do.
We need to
check it out,
experience to level up.
What are you checking out, though? Are you checking out the wagon? Are you going up, or what? Are you checking out the surroundings, or are you checking out the wagon?
No, I'm heading to the cart. I think, Ferrell said, is there anyone there?
Sure.
Any sign of life?
Can I have you make a stealth check, please?
Sure. It's an 18 plus 19. Or plus 1, sorry. Which is 19.
Okay.
No, plus 9.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Plus 9.
28.
20. Okay, so making your way through, you're careful not to disturb the coins to make sounds, but they've already been making sounds because they've been being picked up. You investigate the wagon. There's nothing inside the wagon, just this chest that kind of somehow fell out, which doesn't... I mean, make an investigation check, please.
Oh, God. 2
Sure.
plus 2, 4.
4. I mean, you're stealthily going about it. You can...
But you're blind.
But you're kind of like, okay, so wagon fell over, chest fell out, nothing else inside, no people.
I got nothing. I turn back to the group and I'm like, no idea.
Alright then. I guess I'll come over to it and see if we can push the cart off. Well,
yeah, we have to get it out of the way, right?
We can take the money and then push it off the road.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll go over and see him pushing it. I'll try and add my weight to it.
I'll
lend a hand.
So all of you are lending a hand to kind of push it as Jensen stays behind at the cart. Well, he's staying behind because you're lifting it and stuff. Unless Jensen calls out, "Need any help?"
I'd advise staying close just in case we run into trouble. So,
okay.
Can I convince him to bring his wagon over towards us and just bring it close to us, like 5-10 feet or whatever?
Gotcha. Cool. And so, so he makes his way over with the wagon and he stops it. And so he's like, well, okay, seems there's no danger here. Let's push the wagon aside. Taking the rest of the treasure from the chest, it's only another additional 25 gold. So it's 50 gold in total. And this is gold. When I say gold, I'm saying coins and some loose gems.
Is anyone in particular taking it, or should we all just take like 12?
I'll just put it in mind, and if anyone needs it, I'll give it to you.
Oh.
All right. And then Jensen kind of looks and says, "Do I get a cut?"
If you help us fight, and if we run into trouble and you help us fight, then sure, you can have a cut. But we're the adventurers here.
It's this kind of agreed that it's why people call you Tubby.
No one calls me Tubby, but understood. And so,
Mr. Tubby Fat Cat.
No, that's not my name. Honestly, I'm not a big industrialist. I'm not trying to put down the common man or anything. I'm just making a living as an honest merchant. And I want everyone to make strength checks, please, to move this wagon aside.
Nice.
Strength.
14.
14. Okay.
3.
Oh,
15.
9.
As you start to push it, are you pushing it, so are you trying to lift it up again?
We're just pushing it off the road.
Okay.
Just to make enough
That
room
seems
for
really
wagons to get
close.
Ill-advised, and it has wheels if we just reposition it.
But the wheels come off. But yeah,
Okay.
still you can try to put the wheel back on. You pushed it. You've almost cleared enough space to get past it. One more push, maybe another strength check.
14.
12.
18.
9.
Okay, cool. And then you see really Jensen goes for it. Like, he really digs his shoulder in, as you all manage to get it to the side. Perfect. You're going to be able to get back on that wagon, clear it. No problem whatsoever. This was a pretty easy affair, to be honest. And as you finish collecting, you finish expecting, no blood. Great. Back to the wagon. It's at this point that pew, 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 you hear a series of projectiles coming towards you. I need your armor classes, please.
15 for Sarah.
16.
11.
13.
Okay. Great. Okay, give me a moment, please. So we have got. Perfect. Let's see. So, Okay.
Am I able to cast shield at this moment, or?
No, you were caught by absolute surprise. There is no
Okay.
reaction you can do right now, I'm afraid. Okay, so that's... Ooh, all right. Okay, and then... Apologies, almost done here. All right. Damn. Okay. Right. As a series of arrows and javelins launched from both sides of the muddy banks, as a lot of them miss, and you catch it's multiple projectiles. A few of them connect. One javelin that's thrown with a lot of might straight to Jensen hits him in the leg, and he is just immediately screams out in pain with a javelin sticking through his leg right now. Fuck! As he is bleeding profusely and is just like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? With a javelin going through his calf. Pete, You have a bow that hits you in the shoulder. You take 6 piercing damage for that. And Morton, you similarly have an arrow that hits you. It hits you dead on, and it's 5 piercing damage for that. As you now see surrounding you some goblins, hobgoblins, which are larger in size and red-skinned, and one bugbear, which looks to be a larger, hairier goblinoid, which looks almost bear-like. It's like a big, almost apish, bearish figure, and they've all just been hurling javelins and launching bows at you. I need everyone to roll initiative, please. Is this right?
7.
4. Nine.
Solo down the order.
16. Don't worry, guys, I've got this.
Cool. So, I'm just going to change the track real quick, if that's okay. See what this one is. This is too peaceful.
Looking for royalty-free music? Discover Epidemic Sound. Find the perfect...
Yeah, that works. Cool. Yeah. All right. Perfect. There we go. Sorry, I'm going to have to ask again. Morton, what was your initiative?
16.
16.
Oh, sorry, 17 because of the plus 1. I forgot about that.
What's your dexterity number?
12. Not modifier, but number. Yeah.
Gotcha.
12.
Pete?
9.
9. Sangmin?
7.
7. And Theros?
4.
4. Cool. So, top of the round. You see this to the left-hand side. A hobgoblin in a leather armor. He has black hair tied back in a ponytail, red skin, long ears, as he holds, as he primes back a longbow, and he yells to everyone around him, "Finish them!" as he launches a bow, and he goes for Morton, but completely whiffs it, unfortunately.
What an idiot. Stupid bitch.
Yeah, absolutely. And we come to Morton's turn.
I'm going to get that motherfucker back.
Sure.
But I suppose first I should probably cast Mage Armor.
Sorry, when I say apologies, I meant he was throwing a javelin, not a longbow. But
Okay.
anyway.
Maybe I should. 13 plus 1 becomes 14. It's raised by 3, so that's not going to help me that much. But because it's an abjuration spell, it will help because I get my arcane ward. Yeah, okay. I will cast mage armor on myself, giving me 14 AC.
Okay. 14 AC. Right. Anything else?
I think. Well, yeah. Just to let you know that activates the arcane ward, which means that So I've got a ward around me which has 16 HP.
Gotcha. So that's additional hit points, right?
Basically, yeah. It
Cool.
takes the damage instead of me.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. As he roars out, as he sees you cover yourself in armor, and he says, "That one casts spells." All right. Then we come to one of the other hobgoblins, one that's right next to him. And this one is still wearing leather armors, but obviously looks of a lesser rank than this one, because he has less filigree in his armor, and he's slightly shorter. But his hair is still pulled back in an elegant kind of ponytail of sorts. Gotcha. You say your new AC is 14, yeah?
Yeah, my new AC is 14, yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. And the hobgoblin, he says, "Maglubiet's with us, lads!" And it feels like it's instilled some sort of confidence within the rest of them. Alright, so.
That one's a bard!
Okay. It hits with a weapon attack if that creature's been 5 feet from an ally. Okay, cool. Perfect. As instilled with some sort of confidence, the archer next to the captain of sorts launches his longbow. His aim is true, and it strikes you for 8 piercing damage. Now, evidently, that's taken away from your ward, but subtract that as
me?
you will. Yes, Morton. Okay. Apologies. And then we go to the next hobgoblin across the way on the other side, the other bank. Similarly primes his longbow, launches it straight towards Morton yet again, seeing that Morton's being pummeled with arrows right now, and perhaps Morton's going to be more of an issue if he is a spellcaster, as these goblinoids are trying to assess the situation as they see it unfold before them. And again, that is another 8 piercing damage.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah. How you doing?
Well, the ward's gone.
Yep.
Hang on. I can react to these ones now, though, right?
Yes, you can. You see them.
Okay, well, I'm gonna use shield then. +5 bonus to my AC, so that makes it 19. Does that help?
19 AC. How long does that last for?
One.
It's one reaction.
Until the start of my next turn, yeah.
Till the start of your next turn. What did you say it was? 19, temporarily.
Yeah.
So, as the arrow launches and it's about to hit you, so you make just a cat check. I'm sure it's fine. You make that reaction when you know you've been hit.
Reaction which you take when you are hit by an attack. Yeah. So
Sure, cool. So it negates the effect if the AC is higher, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Cool.
Yeah.
So before you're hit, sensing almost like a vision that you're going to be hit, a black source of like almost a cloud wisps around your back and deflects the blow of the arrow, so it no longer hits. Close,
Okay.
but it doesn't hit. As the hobgoblin curses to himself.
It's all good. It's all good, guys. Don't worry.
All right.
Get through this.
I think we're getting him, lads! One of the small goblins yells out, the one next to the hobgoblin, as he once again goes for Morton, seeing that he's being chipped away at. This one does beat the 19 AC.
That's bullshit. No, it doesn't.
It does.
Okay, it does.
He rolls good. He's also benefited from whatever. Well, it seems the hobgoblins seem to have
yeah,
inspired
forgot
people
about
to a
that.
degree. So that's going to be 8 piercing damage again.
Again.
Yeah,
So annoying.
cool.
Looking one.
I'm okay. I'm at 15 hit points. I'm a little bit hurt,
Sure.
but it's mainly the ward that's gone.
Yeah. And then the goblin opposite the way, the one that's actually on the other side of the captain figure. Seeing that Pete's also been hit, goes for Pete. And beats his AC, definitely. For 7 piercing damage. As he hits you on your arm, where you've not been shielded. Yeah. As the goblin just like cackles out in glee. They bleed, boys. They bleed. All right, and we come to Pete's turn.
Okay, so are there any? How close are any of them?
They are up on ledges aside. You can get
There's
to
none.
them in a turn, but you'd need to kind of. I might ask you make like an athletics or acrobatics check of some kind, just to like scramble up and make sure you get there.
Oh no, I'll use my flying boots to jump up.
Oh, of course, your flying boots. Are these flying?
Yeah.
These are boots of air hopping, aren't they?
Yeah, they're the ones that are.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah,
Are you
yeah,
going? So
okay.
on the left side of you, you see what seems to be some sort of hobgoblin captain and a hobgoblin next to him and a goblin next to him. On the right hand side, you see a this bugbear, this big furry beast, a hobgoblin, and a goblin. All of them like have martial weapons on them for close combat, but they're all currently using their long range weapons.
I can't remember my hobgoblin goblin lore. Is bugbear? Does it trump hobgoblins? Who's in charge? Who looks like they're in charge?
The one that's been shouting from the start, the one that looks like in charge, is the one who, the captain, which has kind of nicer leather armor.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I want to go straight for that guy.
Okay, sure. And with that, your air boots of hopping, you create sigils in the sky that you jump off of, like
Sure, wonderful.
Doctor Strange
Okay.
style.
Yeah. Do I make it within range in this turn, or is it?
30 feet,
I can move 25.
25. You can just about with that, yes.
Okay, so just before I kind of get into range, cast. I want to summon my angels and cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
So
Angel summoner.
Pop a wheelie.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, each time you summon the angels.
I just had to summon the angels sometimes. It's just what happens.
Yeah.
Just get my little badge out and just go, angels!
So, what does this do?
Okay, anything within. So all these like angel spirits are kind of like floating around me.
Yeah.
Anything within 15 feet takes. Wait, is this even? Oh no, sorry, it's not an attack. So this is just they have to do saving throws basically, or they take damage.
Okay.
So anything within 15 feet that I designate. So I basically just decide that all my friends are not worthy of being killed by
within
angels.
15 feet.
Yeah.
What kind of saves do they need to make?
They have to make wisdom saving throws. They have to beat. Sorry, they have to beat 16.
Okay. Cool. So with that, you can get the hobgoblin captain and the goblin right next to him. The hobgoblin next to them is a bit further out, so he will not be hit.
Yeah.
The hobgoblin captain does save. The goblin does not.
Okay, so the goblin will take 14 damage. The hobgoblin captain will take 7.
7 damage. Hobgoblin captain. Okay, 7 damage on hobgoblin captain. Cool. All right. So immediately, how do this army of angels take out the goblin next to him that's been cackling?
They're almost. It would be like 2 blows, but they sort of just like start coming in, and you see the creature just suddenly like terrified of all these, and then they just like sort of swarm on him, and all you see is a sort of burst of light, and then they're kind of flitting back again,
leaving nothing.
And just like, and then I guess the hobgoblin captain, does he have like is he kind of, maybe he parries them with his kind of weapon and stuff like that, but takes some damage.
Yeah, the hobgoblin brings out his great sword and starts to like fend them off like that.
Okay. Yeah. And as he's doing that, I'll use my bonus action to attack the captain with a spiritual weapon. So it is a spell attack. So
this is a bonus spiritual weapon.
This is a bonus action, yeah.
Right. Okay. Cool.
I attack for 13. Not sure what his AC is.
That does not hit.
Okay, fine. But the spiritual weapon appears and then flings, and he also parries that.
Yeah, perfect. As he sees yet another spiritual thing come towards him.
Yeah, there's all these spiritual things.
Yeah.
Is anything real?
Right.
Cool. Okay.
This one's a problem, boys. He yells out. Okay, cool. Anything else, Morton? Not Morton, sorry, Pete.
That's me done.
Sangmin.
Cool.
3 creatures to the left, 3 creatures to the right. Here you are, stuck in the middle with Kebab's merchant.
Well, I'm going to immediately abandon the merchant. So 3 on the left, 3 on the right. Who are the others attacking?
Who are the what, sorry?
Who's the rest of the party attacking?
So Pete is attacking currently the captain to the left side.
Yeah.
No one, and Morton is still in the centre. Pete's really the only one who's in combat up front from anyone.
Can I reach the people on the right side? How long a distance is that?
You will be able to reach them, yes.
Okay, bro. I'm going to do that. Are they at a higher level?
They're at a higher level, so I'll ask you make an acrobatics check.
Okay.
Which I'm sure you'll excel at. And there is a goblin there, a hobgoblin, and a bugbear. The bugbear's the big boy.
Okay.
The goblin's the small boy. The hobgoblin, the medium boy. Do an acrobatics check.
Will do. I do have what is it called? Second story work. So I no longer climbing doesn't cost me extra movement.
Oh,
but
you know what? In which case, to be honest, you're gonna nail it. It's fine. You get up there with ease. Yeah.
Nice.
Who are you going for?
I'll go for the middle boy.
The middle boy, the hobgoblin, who is also actually in the middle. Bugbear to the left, goblin to the right.
Perfect.
You go for the middle boy. What are you doing?
I look at him and I go, "You, Sunlight."
As this one, kind of drops the longbow momentarily to pull out a long sword from a sheath.
That's a good point, actually. Just to double check, was he the only one with a longbow?
They all have bows. They all have
bows, okay.
Both close range and long range weapons.
That's cool. So when I use my sunlight, I can kind of use radiance to kind of be like a blinding light. Is that correct? Or is it only in like dark spaces? Because I'm wondering if I could like disorientate them so they can't shoot.
Let me give a sec.
No worries. I think I can choose to attack with radiance. That's the thing.
The radiance is the damage type.
Oh, I see. So it's not a physical light thing.
Well, it does emit 15-foot radius dim light.
Because I know it's really good against like undead creatures, so that would be the radiance damage.
That would be the radiance damage, yeah.
So it's not actually like blinding them.
I don't think it's going to blind them, no.
Norris, I will roll attack. Okay, so that would be 19 total.
That gets it.
Nice. And then what do I roll? Sorry. I might just roll it in D&D Beyond, to be honest. That is 10 damage.
10 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. So, as you just... I mean, how do you attack him? Like, you're attacking him to the point where he is looking super rough.
I really want to scare the dude. So okay. I'm just like, and I'm slapping and slapping and slapping. And he's like, stop, and I'm still slapping.
Gotcha. So you're slashing.
So maybe
away.
It doesn't finish him off, but no. It's like I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah. And you can even see even the bugbear to the left side of you looks a bit perturbed by this display.
Okay.
Considering how bloody big and scary he looks. But you slash away, hacking away at his armor, and just blood spraying forth. Perfect.
Just following up on that. So I've realised I have a thing called sneak attack, which I haven't been using.
Okay.
Would we count the sunblade as a finesse weapon or not? I feel like I didn't use finesse then when I was slashing.
It is a finesse weapon. Oh wait.
It's like a rapier.
It is a finesse. It's versatile.
Ah.
It's a finesse weapon. Yes.
Okay. In which case, once per turn, you can deal an extra 3d6 damage to one creature you attack with a finesse weapon. What do you need for a sneak attack? 3d6.
No. What's the conditions?
I'm sorry. If you have advantage on the attack, what does that mean?
Okay. Bring it first. Once per turn, you can roll an extra 1d6 damage if you have advantage. You do not have advantage on this attack roll, so I don't think you can use it.
Okay, what would advantage mean? What would...
It'd be like when you roll twice and take the higher number.
Also, you get advantage if you're like surrounding someone with another member of the team.
I think it's the case of if there are other people around the enemy, you can get advantage on that.
Because you're a rogue, because you can do bonus action hide. I think, for example, now after your turn, if you bonus action hide behind a tree or something,
next
I think when
turn
you're hidden, you get advantage on attacks.
Okay.
And it would be one of us would be engaged with someone, you would jump out and then just do a huge amount of damage for one turn on that person.
Cool. So what I'm going to do then is a cunning action to hide. Can my hiding be hiding up a tree? Is there any trees nearby?
I think so. Your cunning action, by the way, just to clarify on the sneak attack, if you had advantage, if you had the conditions for advantage, then yes, you can deal your sneak attack damage. You do not need advantage on attack roll if another enemy of the target, so if one of your allies was within 5 feet of them. But
I've run away, haven't I? So yeah.
And so, but in this case, it's not. But if you were fighting someone who was also in combat, you would get the sneak attack damage.
So I'm going to try and do what Dan mentioned, gaining advantage by hiding.
Well, let me just have a look at cunning action here.
Cool.
Real quick, because... Oh, fuck's sake. I have a feeling... So, if you were to try and hide, you would not be disengaging from combat, so they would have an opportunity attack on you.
Okay, but how can I hide while still in combat?
You can't.
As the rogue's cunning action ability lets them hide as a bonus action, most rogues will want to take full advantage of this, because by hiding, the character's next attack will get advantage.
Well, let me see. I feel like...
Because you've attacked them. And then I thought cunning action is a bonus action. Presumably.
Cunning action is a bonus action, but usually it's used, in Samwin's case, to disengage so that he doesn't take an opportunity attack from the enemy when he leaves that combat. Now, the cunning action allows you one bonus action. You only get one bonus action, and you can either dash, disengage, or hide. In this circumstance, if you want to try to hide, you're not going to be disengaging.
Okay, so I will just disengage to avoid the damage.
Okay.
That's what I'll do.
Sure. You disengage with an idea that maybe you'll try to hide or something. Yeah, but you don't take damage
Yeah,
for
I
that.
suppose cunning action then it'd be like if you attacked them with a bow, you wouldn't need to disengage because you wouldn't be in retaliation range. Then you could hide. Then
that makes sense.
Or if you were to say like use a bonus action, if you were out of combat and you said I'm going to hide behind this barrel, and then I'm going to attack this other person around the corner, you could get your sneak attack damage then, presumably.
So as a rogue, you're kind of getting yourself into a position where you can attack with advantage the most, because then you can add your damage from your cunning, from your sneak attack to it.
That seems
that makes a lot of sense. That's something I'll try and do going forwards.
Cool. Cool. I hope that's clear. In any case, it's now the bugbear's turn. The bugbear looks quickly at Sangmin and snarls at you. But then it looks forward to his captain being attacked by Pete. Okay, so what he's going to do is... Okay. He's gonna try hit Pete with javelin.
Oh.
That's gonna beat the AC. Pete, how many hit points do you have?
39.
Fuck. Okay. The bugbear throws the javelin. Only 4 piercing damage to you. As it kind of scrapes at your leg. But he just goes, "Gotta save the boss!" As which he shouts to the hobgoblin next to him that's being absolutely pummeled, as he slides down the bank and starts to run towards the captain's position.
Okay.
So he is crossing over. But he's throwing the javelin in any case at you. And now we come to Theros. So Theros, you see before you, Sangmin seems to be destroying a hobgoblin to the right-hand side. A bugbear is on the other side of the cart, beyond you, running across and about to clamber up the bank to help out, it seems, the hobgoblin captain, who is being beset by angels, a spiritual weapon, and Pete. And then the hobgoblin just beyond him. That's yet to be hit.
How many people are with Sangvin? Sorry?
It's the hobgoblin and it's a goblin right now. 2.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm gonna wild shape into a panther, which gives me a climbing speed, so I'd be able to climb up.
Sure.
With the climb, as a panther, my movement speed's 50 feet and my climb speed's 40 feet. And then if I move at least 20 feet towards a creature, I can pounce on them to try and knock them prone.
Okay.
And if I do knock them prone, I get a free attack, a free bite attack.
Sure.
So I'll go to the one that Sangmin hit, I suppose, to try and finish that one. So I'm going to wild shape into a panther, run up the side, and then pounce onto the one that Sangmin hit. And then they've got to make a DC 12 strength saving throw.
Gotcha. Okay. So you into beast form, clamber up the side with enough movement that you can get to pounce. DC 12. Yeah, absolutely whiffs that. Fails.
Okay, so then I do a bite attack.
You pin him down, don't you? He's knocked over. As Sangmin's just going, ah! Knocked to the side.
So he's prone, so I get to make a bite attack against them as a bonus action.
Sure.
Because they're prone, I'll get advantage on it, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I think if someone's prone, you get advantage.
Yeah, I think you do.
Yeah.
So that means Pete as well, if he survives this Sangmin next time, because he's prone. Oh no, because he'll get up before you'll go again. Alright, never mind. But yeah, so while he's down, I'm going to try and make a bite attack.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Plus 4 to hit. Oh, that was a nat 20.
Double the dice.
Yeah. 1d6 plus 2. So do I do
2d6
plus 2?
Yeah. This is the bonus, isn't it?
Yeah. 8 plus 2, 10 damage to the person on the floor.
And did you say that was bonus attack or the attack as well?
That was my bonus attack.
Are you still going to do the other? Do you still have the movement?
I'm looking at the D&D Beyond thing.
Yeah.
There's a separate section that says, like, these are the actions, and then this is just an ability. That was I know you can't read it, but that's pounce. So that doesn't mean... I think the pounce was just a given thing. I don't think that used an action.
What's it called? Jaguar?
Panther.
Panther.
There's a very separate section that says action.
Yeah.
I think pounce is just a given thing that if I move 20 feet, it's like a free thing I can do.
Yeah, that's not an action. So you've still got an action to you.
Yeah.
I mean, do you want to... Sorry, go ahead.
Did I kill the one that I pounced on and knocked down?
So, jumping onto this one's already looking pretty rough. And pouncing, he screams, blood-curdling scream, as you just tear away at him and kill him with that bonus action.
Okay, brilliant. Yeah, so then I will then take another bite attack at the other person.
The goblin. Go for it. As the goblin goes, ah, no, not me! I have money!
I can't speak back to him. Well, that was a natural 19 plus 4 to hit, so 23.
Yeah, that does it.
And then a 1d6 plus 2. That was 6 plus 2, 8. 8 damage to the other goblin.
And how do you destroy this goblin as well?
Oh, well, that's another bite attack, so I guess I'll just jump up and just bite its throat out.
Yes!
To the side.
Yeah, as this thing is quickly dispatched of, you've managed to get the goblin. Well done. And then... Great, anything else, Theros?
No, I think... I can't tell. As a panther, do I get 2 actions? Bite and claw, or can I choose? Or do I choose between them? You know, sometimes you can attack twice. You get like a bite attack and a claw attack.
It only... No, I think it's one or the other.
One action, yeah.
It doesn't say... Otherwise, it would stipulate 2 attacks. And it doesn't say that.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine then.
Okay.
But now I've done... I've probably used all my movement getting up there.
Yeah, fair enough.
And I've used both attacks. So
Cool.
yeah, I'll just turn around and give like a bit of like a blood dripping smile at Sangmin.
Sangmin also covered in blood and just like fucking slash happy over there.
Now that you are close to me, I'll get that bonus to my sneak attack, right?
You would if there was anything left to attack on this side. The hobgoblin and the goblin are dead, and the bugbear has ran off to the other side.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we come to the merchant's turn. He's just screaming, and he's just stumbling away back to the wagon, and he's just yelling out, "Have you got a health potion or anything? This really hurts." As he's dragging his leg with a javelin through it.
Morton, who has 4 health potions in his pocket, will say, I'm not sure. Why don't you check back later?
As he makes his way back to the wagon for the time being. And we come back to the top of the round. It is the hobgoblin captain. And he kind of trying to cut through the angels. I mean, the angels are on your turn, right? He doesn't have to deal with angels right now, does he?
So actually, I don't think they're still there, but they won't hurt him anymore in like
Oh, okay.
That terms. I think for like Flair, they're still kind of annoying him.
And cause some psychological damage.
Yeah.
Still seeing the angels.
Exactly.
But he looks to you, Pete.
Oh, so his movement is halved if he does want to move
That's fine.
because of the angels.
He's close enough to you in any case.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Attack of that creature is within 5 feet. Okay. Sick. Alright, so he's going at you. What's your AC?
Oh, sorry, Dan, I was wrong.
Okay.
If he starts his turn there, can he make a save? Sorry.
If he starts
To beat
his turn
16.
there.
Wisdom to beat 16.
Wisdom to beat. Come on. Nope. Fails.
Okay, so he takes 9 damage.
He's not happy about that. Okay. But he brushes past, he moves out of the way of the angels. Does he then, do you move the angels? Or do they move with him?
There's like a...
Or is it like an area?
There's like a sphere almost of angels around me. Well, it's not a sphere, but it's just this whole 15-foot area. There's always just going to be angels flying in and out. Around me, yeah.
Okay. I thought it was located on...
Sorry, no, it's the angels defend me.
Okay, gotcha. He tears through the angels like these wisps that hit him as you see they graze his face. But you see through it all his eyes, his yellow eyes flaring up with his great sword as he just growls, snarls, tusks. What's your AC?
16.
Okay, 16. And you see the other hobgoblin next to you kind of getting closer as well. 16. Okay, 16. Come on. There we go. All right. So he goes for 2 slashes. The first one misses. An angel presumably knocks him off. But he goes in for another and strikes through, piercing part of your chest. And with that, because he's got allies nearby at this point, this is going to be 7. So, count it up. We're saying it is 7, 8, 9 piercing damage.
9?
I haven't finished yet.
What?
And because he's got people nearby him. Sorry. No, I'm absolutely correct there. 9 piercing damage plus. What's your health like right now?
Taking 9, I'm down to 26.
You're absolutely fine, mate. And an additional 12 slashing damage in this particular slash. An additional 12. Yeah.
On top of the 9.
On top of the 9.
Okay.
Yeah. He ain't messing around, my man. He's got a fury in his eyes, a fire that you see.
Right.
Okay.
Oh no, Matt, you have 1 less hit point than me.
That's
All right.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair. That's fair.
He is going.
We can't all be as weak as you, Morton.
Pity Olympics.
Speaking of which, it is Morton's turn now. As the hobgoblin snarls at you.
And the bugbear is running in front of me?
The bugbear's not... the bugbear's in the centre of the road, and he's not yet upon you.
He's not... But he's not going for me. He's going to the captain, isn't he?
He's going to the captain right now.
So he
Seems
is not
way.
paying attention to... He's not paying attention to me, necessarily.
In what sense?
Is there... So if he's running in front of me...
Yeah,
right,
past the wagon, yeah.
Is there an opportunity for me to sort of trip him up, knock him prone while he's running?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay.
Excellent.
So
There's always an choose.
can I make... so what do I do for that? Roll for attack or roll just a strength check?
How are you trying to trip him up?
If possible, I'd like to just stick out my foot and trip him up.
Okay.
Or stick out my
very, very long limbs.
I need you to make... I'm going to ask you to make 2 rolls.
Oh man. Okay.
Are you? Is this going to be? Is there an action you wanted to do?
Well, I wanted to check whether I could do this first. And now that I know that I can do this, I'm not going to use the spell as my action.
You're going to do this instead.
I'm going to do this.
You'll still have a bonus action though, but I need you to make 2 rolls. I need you to make stealth with advantage. He's quite busy right now. He's focused on something else.
Okay, I'll do the stealth now then.
Do the stealth
advantage. Okay, let's hope the second one's better. Stealth is... Where's stealth? So that's 12. Oh, I get an advantage on stealth anyway. So, yeah, that's 12.
12. I'm going to say sleight of hand check as well, please.
Okay. Let's use the different dice for that.
For the actual tripping.
Sleight of hand.
Yeah, sleight of foot, but there's no sleight of foot check, so... You know?
Good one.
Thank you. Just off the top of the dome like that, man. Was
that advantage as well, or was that...
No, that's a straight one, yeah.
That was 12 as well.
12. Okay, cool. I've got stuff to work with.
The bugbear dies immediately.
Okay. So, you do actually stop him. So you get close to him without him recognising. And you just kind of put your foot out to try and trip him up. In fairness, he did roll a nat 20. So he sees that. But... and he turns to you with an evil grin on his face. As you see him kind of starting to brandish a morning star.
Well...
You stopped him in his tracks.
Well, I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Expeditious Retreat.
Okay.
Expeditious Treat, and give him some candies.
Lovely. To distract him, of course.
No, so this spell allows me to move at incredible pace. When I cast a spell as a bonus action on each of my turns until the spell ends, I can take the dash action. So I'm assuming that means that I can run away from him at this point without inviting an attack of opportunity.
I'm going to say...
I really was hoping to trip him up at that point.
Yeah. When you cast a spell, and then this bonus action on each... There's nothing about disengaging here. It's just dash. Is the thing. Right? And considering you're right next to him, I feel like you would invite an opportunity attack. You can certainly dash away from him, but you're going to be at the risk of taking a hit.
Have you... Oh yeah, your action was to trip him, wasn't it? So if you're not taking an action, you could disengage. Yeah, your action was to trip him.
Alright, I think I can
It's worth a
take
shot.
that. You say it's a morning star. I think I can take that risk.
Sure.
And dash away.
your AC is what? Is it still 19?
It is not 19 anymore because the shield has worn off, so it'd be...
But it's 14.
14? Yeah, 14.
Okay, gotcha. Alright, as you start to expeditiously retreat, in what direction are you trying to go? Because you'll still make the movement, regardless.
I'm going to run to the cart, to our cart, our wagon.
Where the merchant is. Gotcha.
Where the merchant is, yeah.
Cool. As you start to run back. And how much speed do you have? Movement? Would Expeditious Retreat grant you?
I think it stays the same as what it would normally be.
Oh yeah.
I need to find that on... Where's that hidden on bloody thing? D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I think it's like... Because normally it would be smaller, but because Morton's unusually tall. Do you guys know where speed is on D&D Beyond, guys?
Your movement speed?
Yeah, movement speed.
It's right at the top next to inspiration and proficiency, like your hit points.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It's right there. 25 feet.
Okay, cool. That would have gotten you close to past the first knocked over cart and close to your cart. However, he hit with his Morning Star.
Okay.
And he hits for... What's your total health points? Hit points?
Don't go easy on me just because you know...
No, I know. I'm just curious. What are your total hit points?
It's 15. Total is 20, but I'm at 15 now.
Total's 20, you're at 15. Great. I just wanted to check that this wasn't going to go...
Immediately kill.
Really, really bad.
Yeah.
But... You take 18 piercing damage from that Morning Star.
Fuck. Oh, no. What was I thinking? Oh,
So...
no.
Immediately, his Morning Star, he swings it, and he just knocks you aside, bludgeoned to all hell, pierced. Not even your magical armor and magical abilities can help you here, as you were knocked down unconscious, my man.
You've
and
had a
you
really
have 3 rounds.
24 hours. Like, you shit yourself, you vomited everywhere. You're still hungover and this happens.
Morton's about to go home and he's fucking dead.
And it's going to be because of the goblins and not because of the extraterrestrial mind flayer.
I'll have to take your body back to your
that's
parents.
classic.
But this is interesting. I don't think it's happened many times this campaign, has it? When someone's been knocked out.
No.
3 rounds. I mean, he can keep hitting you and keep... You've got 3 death saves. Unless someone can come.
He's right there, and
because if he keeps hitting
there
you
to help me.
Yeah.
Unless someone can come and heal you up.
Well, isn't Theros a panther? Surely he's got a good movement.
Yeah,
I'll be able to get there, but I won't be able to heal him as a panther.
I can heal. Also, if he dies, I have a few spells.
Anyway.
Oh, good.
just saying, it's not a rush or anything.
Anyway, I mean, we'll see, because you still have to roll for those spells if you've got them. If I think what you've got. It's still...
Okay, maybe that's a good point, actually. That's probably a good point.
You know, there is a risk of real death in this game. All right.
It's like, I'm trying to think of like a comparison. It's like Tony Stark surviving the end of Avengers Endgame. Like, fucking holds the Infinity Stone, he does it, he's fine. And then he just gets beaten up on his way homewards.
Yeah, he gets mugged.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of which, it is Theros' turn now.
Take me with you, Theros. Don't run off without me.
I don't think you'd be able to get on my back. Okay, so where did Morton go down?
Morton is in the middle of the road.
Okay,
next to the bugbear.
Okay. And then Pete's up on the other side of the valley.
Pete's up on the left-hand side, yep.
With how many people?
With the captain and a hobgoblin. It's a bit obscured because of the army of angels surrounding him, of course, but you know...
There's just this, like, flashing lights and screams and...
Yeah.
And, like,
you know that he's being hit.
Angelic chanting, sort of.
I'll get a run up and I'll pounce on the... Can I just say, like, I flavour my pounce ability as a panther as me dropping down on the bugbear's head from the side of the bank?
I'll allow it.
You've
got the movement, so that's fine.
Yeah. So he just needs to do a DC 12 check, strength save again.
DC 12 strength save.
Yeah.
Fails.
Okay, so he's now prone.
As he's knocked back.
Pounce on him.
As he was just getting his Morning Star to just pound on Morton, you've knocked him prone.
Okay, so now I'll do my bite attack with advantage.
Okay.
Well, the first one was a 15 plus 4, so that's 19, but I'll just roll to see if I crit. I didn't, so I'll take the 19. Does 19 hit the prone bugbear?
It does.
Okay, so I'll do 1d6 plus 2 damage. 6 damage.
6 damage. Great. Yep.
Then I will...
Your actual action, isn't it?
Yeah. I guess I'll just bite him again.
Hey, sounds good.
Yeah, so... Oh. That was 11 plus 4, 15.
Won't do it.
Does that not hit?
No. But 6 damage is still something. As you just start to tear away at his rudimentary leather armor that's kind of strapped over his chest like this. But you're obviously tearing into his chest, and you're taking out a few chunks of flesh, and he's bleeding as he's roaring at you. Theros, anything else?
No, I'm just going to position myself sort of between Morton and the bugbear. So like,
Right.
primarily, so if he's down at the minute, but he's going to have to get back up, and if he wants to swing at, say, Morton,
Sure.
he'll probably.
Sure.
I want
Sure.
to, so he hits me, not Morton.
Yeah. All right, great. And then we come to the merchant's turn, who is now back at the wagon, and he's yelling out. Who has the bag of holding, by the way, on them? Is it? Did we say it was Sangman?
Sangman.
Okay.
Yes.
As he starts
If
to.
I smack someone with the bag of holding, is it like being smacked by like 1,000 gold?
It's like being slapped with a
Bag.
empty bag.
Yeah.
Use your flame blade up. Oh wait, Sangman, if you hit him with your bow, if you've got a bow, I don't know if you do have a bow, but you'll get advantage on him anyway. He's down.
I do, I'll check.
Yeah.
I've never used
With
it.
a bow, or with even just going up, you still get attack advantage. But anyway, the merchant yells out, "Has anyone got any healing potions?" As he starts to go through his bag, rifling through it. My leg really hurts.
I think Morton had all the potions.
I can't hear him over the sound of the angels, but
Sure. But anyway,
I'll
that's
get to him
just
If he
some
does
flavour.
have any healing potions, I'm going to make sure that Morton gets them and not him.
Well, top of the round. It's the captain. Still got the angels around you.
yeah.
What's the wisdom save?
16.
Was wisdom, wasn't it?
It's wisdom, yeah.
Fuck. No, damage.
15.
15 damage.
Yeah, that was a good roll.
Okay.
Yeah, Morton will be alright.
I'm so very sorry, and I hate to do this, but there was another hobgoblin which I forgot to account for their attack. Do you mind if I do that retroactively? Fine if not.
Do you mean last turn, sorry?
Last turn, yeah.
Yeah, of course, well, yeah. But did they take the damage from the saving throw then?
They have not yet, so I'm going to do that.
Should we do that now?
Yeah, let's do that, because they can now
that's
come
fine, yeah,
into
it's-
it. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
I'll keep an account of that,
No,
which we've just done.
It makes sense now because you mentioned it when
Yeah,
Theros was
I
looking
did.
around, but it wasn't part of the turn. So yeah.
Yeah.
So do their save.
Yeah. Regular hobgoblin, wisdom save. Nope, they don't either.
They take 9 damage on the last turn.
Gotcha. They also look like they've been really shredded up with these angels.
Okay.
But
Okay.
they're getting close. And that does mean, though, that they do get their attack on you retroactively.
Yeah, they'll get their. This is the attack from last turn.
This
So
is
let's
the
do
attack
that.
from last turn. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And your AC is 16.
16. Yeah.
That hits. And so now... Is this the right dice? Fuck it. Okay. So that's going to be, first up, 3 slashing damage, as they're holding
Right.
their long swords two-handed.
Sure.
However, on top of that, because they've got the captain near them,
Yeah.
it's an additional 9 slashing on top of that. Additional 9.
To a total of
So
what? Sorry,
it was 3,
I missed the first number.
9, 12. 12 ultimate.
Okay,
How are you doing?
I'm down. 2 health.
2 health.
Oh my god.
Interesting.
That was close.
Okay. In any
Okay.
If
case,
it was down, I'd definitely be screwed.
Yeah. Okay.
But-
now.
we are on the
Now this
hobgoblin
turn.
captain's turn. Right?
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
fuck.
Of course. Good
Oh
point.
no!
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
He's still
And
damaged.
he's just taken.
He's
He's taken 16, and he's still up.
He's still up.
So now I go down. Wonderful.
Well, we'll see if he hits, right?
What's happening?
This isn't good. I really should heal.
You need
How have we never?
some potions.
We've never been.
I don't know why
been so
you've been
murked.
fine before, but it's this one time.
Oh no, as in
They
I could have
planned it
healed
out.
last turn. I just didn't. I went for an attack instead, or something else. I can't remember.
Let's find out. That's going to do it.
Oh, I'm down then. That's it.
Well, let's
I might roll a 1.
see. Okay. Yeah, so that's immediately 6 piercing,
Cool.
and we'll add some more on that. But to be
It's-
honest, it's not
as-
going to
and-
exceed half of
It's not.
your.
It's not like.
No,
Yeah. Okay, fine. So I'm just down.
you are down. So this is taking a turn. We're going to need some lucky saves on Mawson's side, and we're going to need Sangmin and we're going to need Theros to really be thinking about how they're going to be using health potions very quickly. Okay?
Do you have any health potions?
Just that I can heal. I do have healing word, and I've on my notes it does say I've got 1 health potion from a Nautiloid ship.
Sure.
Right.
Sangmin has a lot, presumably, in the bag of holding. Does he? I don't know, because I do not know what's in the bag of holding.
I mean, I don't see any in my notes. So,
Morton
Yeah,
has
I
them.
think-
We can get them off Morton and feed them. Like we can just take them out of Morton's pocket while he's down and pour one in.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I was going to
Maybe
say
you can
Morton
do
has
that,
4 in
and
his
then-
pocket.
Okay.
Sure. All right.
If you,
You're going to need some quick thinking here. Okay?
yeah,
And it's the angels are gone.
They're gone now. Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's concentration, so
Yeah.
they're gone now. I'm
The
unconscious.
hobgoblin, the final one that's still standing, looks
Go
around.
for an attack.
It's not going to attack you.
Oh, Dan, you're being nice, but
Well,
thank
no,
you.
no, because it's going to see. It's going to assess. There's more people
Right, okay.
around, right?
Sure.
It's going to go for the panther because the panther looks scary. So picking up his longbow. Fuck it, it misses. An arrow tries to hit you, Theros, but it misses. Okay,
my armor class as a panther is only 12.
doesn't matter.
All right, okay.
It was a low roll. But he's looking really rough. Both him and the captain are looking pretty bad shape. Okay? The hobgoblin more so than the captain. There are no more goblins. And the bugbear is still relatively okay, but you're still slashing away at him currently. Pete, I need you to roll a d20, my man.
Is it
So let me quickly check.
successes?
10 or above success.
10 or above success.
That's what he's worth 2.
Yeah.
Nat
And that one's
worth 2
worth
losses.
2 as well, yeah. Cool. So first roll is 16.
That's a save.
That's a save.
That's a good one. Okay? Alright.
In the bag.
In the
Great.
bag. You got this. Oh, this has turned much tenser than I thought it ever would, this goblin encounter.
This is a close encounter.
This is a
yeah.
really close one. Alright. So, Sangmin, you have got a bugbear near you. No, you're still standing on the ledge, right? You can see in front of you, Morton is down. Theros is next to him as a panther, but currently on top of a bugbear. Across the way on the other side, you see that one of the hobgoblins just missed short of the panther. And next to him is the hobgoblin captain who's just felled Pete.
I mean, do I need to start getting to Pete if Theros is going to be dealing with more?
I don't know. I can't tell you. You make the decision.
Or it's going to be in that direction, isn't it? I have to.
Pete is closer than...
Pete is close.
Sorry. Morton is closer than Pete.
You're going to have to jump
and
down,
I
run
think-
past Morton, and then climb back up and go to Pete.
I don't think you're going to get to Pete in one turn, necessarily.
Okay. Well, what I'm thinking of doing is.
Unless your speed... What is your speed now? It's like... But you can't...
Where did we say speed was on D&D Beyond?
I think your speed's...
It's up near like the health bit at the top right.
Next to inspiration and it's like at the top underneath.
Oh,
share
30 feet.
I think it's 35 if you've got the stealth braces on. Or assassin braces.
Oh, Very good
Right.
shout.
I think.
35. But I also have my cunning actions where I can dash and do bonus stuff.
Okay.
But so to be honest, I'm probably going to want to use fast hands as a way of picking up a health potion.
What's fast hands?
It lets you do a sleight of hand check to take an object.
Gotcha. And that's
So
a bonus.
I mean, I could kind of like pick it up en route, but it's not costing me any movement.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think. Look, from perspective of objectivity, it is going to be much easier to deal with. Well, Morton is closer, and you know you can get to Morton. You don't know if you can get to Pete in one turn.
Okay, I'm going to make a running jump
Okay.
using my second story work ability. The distance I can cover from jumping is increased by 3 feet.
Cool. Okay. So with that, running jump and doing a tuck and roll. The bugbear's still incapacitated because of Theros doing his job. But you roll. You're next to Morton.
Yes. So he has 4 health potions on it, is that correct?
Apparently so.
Right, yeah.
In his robe.
Shall I take 2? Do you think you'll need them,
It's up to you.
Theros?
I'm just gonna look and nod as in like, yeah, go. 'Cause I can't
Okay.
speak, so take.
So I'll take 2.
Okay.
Put one in Morton's mouth. I'll kind of like point my snout at Morton's mouth.
Yeah,
You
okay,
can
I
take.
will then...
You can end. You would have to. It would be your action. You can feed the potion to Morton right now.
So I would do that, and then I'll do a cunning action to keep moving, if that makes sense.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So my action is I'm feeding... Okay, in which case I'm taking 3.
Okay.
I feed one of them into Morton.
Okay. I want you to
Yeah.
roll a 2d4, please.
2d4.
2d4. Oh,
6.
also, Morton, I completely forgot. Can I have you roll a d20 real quick?
Oh, he might already be dead.
No, he won't be.
No, he can't be. It's just even if it's a 1, he's still alive.
I got a 13.
It's fine. So, what was it? 6. 6 plus 2,
6.
8. Morton, you are brought back from the brink, 8 hit points. As you see Sangmin atop of you, feeding that red kind of warm liquid inside of you. And you have got your...
Never said it was your mouth.
as you now come back to consciousness, but you still feel pretty
8.
fucking rough. 8, yeah.
8, okay.
8 hit points. You've got 1 healing potion on you still, it seems, because Sangmin's taken 3 and used 1 right now. Sangmin, dash action.
Cunning action, dash, in the direction of Pete.
In the direction of Pete.
Yeah.
You're close to Pete. All right, that was a good turn. Bugbear. Does the bugbear have to like do a strength check to try and stand up again?
No, I think to get out of prone, don't they just use their movement? They can't move. They have to use all of the movement to stand up.
But if they're still knocked down,
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's currently prone, so I don't think he can attack anyone unless he gets up. But to get up, he has to use all of its. It has to use all of its movement.
isn't it
to
half
stand
movement to stand up?
Up. Or is it half?
I think so.
I'm not sure.
In any case, he gets up and he gets out his sword. Sorry, not sword. Morning Star.
It's like, shit, is he dual wielding now?
No. What's the armor class of the Panther? It's 12. Did you say?
Yeah.
Perfect. That hits. So, with his Morning Star, he readies it. And he's going to go for 2 swings side to side of your face with the Morning Star. 5. That's only 8 piercing damage. As he knocks you back and screams, you take 8 piercing.
Okay.
I don't know what that leaves you with Panther HP.
5.
Okay.
I'm still a panther.
Cool. But yeah, he's going out swinging. If he's going out at all, that is. Theros, it is your turn.
Okay. Can I? Is there any way, if you're engaging someone, to keep them in front of you, move back to then run at them again?
If you move back to run at them again, you're going to be taking yourself out of combat. They're going to get an opportunity attack.
Alright, okay.
You can do it
Okay.
for pounce, but you're going to invite that opportunity.
It's not worth it. No, I'll just do a bite attack again
Okay, sure.
on him.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, sorry, hang on. How I'm just checking to see if it's a bonus action to come out of wild shape. Exit. Oh, I'm trying to find where it is. Wild shape, you can... Oh yeah, as a bonus action, I can drop wild shape. Okay, so up with Pete, there's two of them, right?
Yeah.
The captain and the thingy.
Hobgoblin. Yep.
Would you say they are... So that's less than 100 feet away from me, right?
Yes.
Are they within 5 feet of each other?
Yes.
Can I want to, as a bonus action, drop out of wild shape?
Have you bitten? Oh, okay.
No, I
gotcha,
didn't bite him. No, sorry,
Yep.
I was just deciding what to do.
Bonus action, drop out. Yep. Gotcha.
Yeah, and then I want to cast lightning bolt up at the two that I can see on the ridge.
Sure.
So a stroke of lightning forming a line 100 feet long and 5 feet wide blasts out from you in a direction you choose. Each creature in that line must make a dexterity saving throw
Okay.
against my spell save DC, which is 14. If they fail, they're going to take 8d6 lightning damage, and if they save, they'll take half of whatever I roll.
Okay. Captain failed. Hobgoblin passed. But
Okay.
roll them.
So 8d6. 3, 5, 10, 16, 20, 29. So the one that failed takes 29 damage.
Gotcha.
The one that saves takes
How
15, 14.
how does the lightning dispatch both of them?
Oh, sick. I think I'm just because my boomstick's kind of flavored to
Yeah.
be like lightning-y as well. I'm just gonna like spin it around, and as I bring it down, I'll just blast lightning at it.
Gotcha. As the lightning streaks out from the boomstick and strikes them both, mercilessly, they're charred as their bodies collapse. And the bugbear, his eyes go wide, holding his morning star now. As he turns around behind him, looking at the road ahead. Anything else, Theros?
No, because it was a bonus action to wild shape.
Gotcha.
To drop wild shape, so.
We come to Morton, but Morton's away, so I'm going to skip his go for the time being. I hope that's okay with him. But we get to... Oh, no, Morton's back. Morton's back. Sorry. Morton,
Hello.
there is a bugbear in front of you. The hobgoblin and the hobgoblin captain have been taken out by lightning. There is still a bugbear near you and Theros, but the bugbear's looking incredibly spooked.
Well, no mercy, if possible,
Okay.
because he tried to kill me. So I will cast lightning bolt on that guy.
Gotcha.
So the
Save, deck save of...
15.
He makes the save. Half damage, presumably.
Oh, hang on. Oh no, I've only got it back up. Yeah, a creature take or half as much damage. Yeah, half as much damage on a successful one. Okay, so 4d6. Is that how we're going to do that?
Well, no, you roll the
roll,
8d6
yeah.
and then half it.
And then half it. Yeah. Okay, that's fair. Right, 10, 17, 25, 28, 14 damage. It does.
14. Okay. Great. As lightning courses through him, and you see his fur and his skin charred, curling back as he screams in agony, but he is still standing. Anything else, Morton?
Nothing else I can really do, I suppose.
Okay.
So
You could move towards the merchant.
I will move towards the merchant.
Okay. You start to move towards the merchant. Pete, can I have you roll a d20, please?
Sure thing. As a fail.
Okay. There we go. Sangmin,
Where I'll be right back. I was just.
you were close to Pete now, and there are no enemies around him.
Yeah, Dan, just so you know, would it be okay if we wrapped up in like 45 minutes?
Yeah, I was thinking we could wrap at like 3, but
Yeah, that sounds good.
we
Yeah.
can wrap.
Even
Yeah.
then that works.
Well, I'll
It's
find.
just,
I think there's a beat where I can stop it. So that's
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I was aware of the fact that we were running on quite a bit.
That's all good.
What are you doing? Are you gonna pop glug glug glug?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, totally.
Cool. So roll 2d4, please.
2d4. That's 7.
7 plus 2, 9. 9 hit points.
Pretty good.
9 hit points, thank you.
9 hit points. He's back from the brink. Oh, that darkness. It wasn't good.
Amazing.
It was close.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Sangwin, are you doing anything else? I'm going to say that was an
I
action
guess
bonus.
I can do a bonus action,
Yeah.
which would be like to dash towards the nearest combat who's left.
Bugbear. Yeah, gotcha. So you
Bugbear,
start
so I'm
to run
dashing
towards
to-
it.
Unless there's something I can hide nearby to get that. It's not like I'm near.
You can hide behind the wagon, but yeah, you can. Yeah. You can either dash straight for it or hide behind a wagon to try and get a sneak.
If I was to hide there, would I be within attack range
You would
for
be.
the next?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Guys, I'm not hiding. I'm setting up next turn.
Yeah.
I hide.
Perfect. Bugbear's turn. The bugbear is going to. What's the speed? Disengage from the combat entirely. And he turns around towards the bank to the left hand side. There we go. And he starts to like clamber up it, running as far as he can, getting his way to the top of the bank. He is just in full on retreat mode. He is now up, going up the bank. He runs past you, Sangmin, by the way. He's clambering up, and he's just making up to the top now. And he's just on his way. Theros, seeing this, seeing him flee.
Did I go again?
It is your go.
Oh, yeah, I was like, we got round quick, but this because we killed everyone.
Yeah.
Can I still see him?
Yeah.
I will produce. Yeah, I don't want him to go. I'm just going to produce flame in my hand because it's a cantrip and just throw it.
Can you throw that? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can hurl the flame at a creature within 30 feet of me.
Okay, sure. All right,
So I need to make a ranged spell attack.
go for it.
Plus. So a d20 and then my spell attack 6. So d20 plus 6.
Gotcha.
So that's 10 plus 6, 16 to hit.
Just about. Roll damage.
What? That hit.
Just about hits.
Alright, cool. And then that's a 2d8's worth of damage. I'm just gonna find a d8. That's just 5 damage.
5. As you hurl flame at him and his back starts to set on fire, he quickly pads out, but he's certainly taken more damage and he's looking really, really bad at this point.
Yeah.
Morton, is Morton there? Is Morton with us?
Yeah.
Morton, bugbear's retreating. What you doing?
Yeah, I, just to explain, I'm just hanging up some clothes
sure.
that have just come out of the wash. So I've had my headphones on. I've been able to hear everything that's going on, but I just had to do that in case they got musty and gross. Yeah. So the bugbear is running. I can still see him from where I am, can't I? Because he's up on the bank.
He's on the bank, yeah.
So I can still cast another lightning bolt on him.
Okay.
Let me just double check that I've still got another spell slot to do that. Lightning bolt. Definitely used one, so yeah, I can do lightning bolt again. So that is, what was the Dex 15?
Let me roll it. He fails.
He fails. Okay, that's 8d6 of damage. Do you think it's going to kill him?
Roll a few dice. I think it might.
7.
Stop there. I already heard you say one of the
No
numbers.
way. No way.
What?
Am I stopping there?
Okay,
20. 29.
29. Okay, great. He had 2 hit points left. How do you absolutely destroy him?
I'm going to say, you motherfucker! And then I'm going to shoot that lightning through him, and it's gonna erupt like from his feet all the way up through his mouth and shoot out his mouth and his ears and his eyes, and then he'll just burst into flames and explode.
Oh my god. Great. Absolutely, you've destroyed, decimated him as he collapses to the floor, and you find yourselves out of combat. Well done. So
It's really touch and go there.
it was a bit touch and go. I'm just gonna stop this. There we go. Perfect. A series of goblinoid bodies. You see, as you all are conscious enough, the merchant still screaming because he's got a javelin through his foot. I will say, Pete, because you are on the ledge, right? You're on the top of the bank.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Looking around, turning to your left, you see in the distance, beyond some brush, a series of simple tents. And
Want some more EXP, guys?
a fire with just like kind of embers, a bit of smoke. But
Yeah.
you don't see anything else beyond that.
Might have a go have a look at the tents.
Okay, cool. So
Goblins burst out.
God damn it.
you start to edge towards the tents. Everyone else, I don't know what you're doing, but certainly.
Yeah, can I give the merchant a healing potion?
You can. You give him a healing potion.
Actually, no, I won't do that. I don't want to do that. I want to drink it myself.
Okay. You drink the potion yourself, and Jansen Tubbs is there like, can anyone help me with this javelin in my foot and pull it out for me and heal me? It really hurts. It really hurts. Ow!
Walk up and just
Ah! Oh, fuck! Do you have healing?
As he asked that, I drink the healing potion. So that's 2d4 plus 2, right?
Yeah, correct.
So that heals me for 7.
Okay. Ow!
I'll go over to him and I'll be like, I'll be expecting some pretty significant discounts on any dueling items we want to acquire. And I'm glad to, I guess.
But what do you do? Do you do anything?
Yeah, I give him the potion.
Oh, you give him a potion. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, ow! As you start to see the flesh kind of starts to heal over. There's a scar, but the healing potion does its job there and helps him. Thank you. Oh God. Meanwhile,
how's he doing? Hit point wise, like, is that brought him quite up to like where he would be?
Yeah, basically.
All right. Okay.
Well, let me double check that actually. Yeah, essentially, it has.
All right.
And then, meanwhile, Pete's feeling a bit rough, worse for air, but makes his way through the brush and he sees beyond. Yeah, this looks like a little encampment they had set up. A series of small tents, a fire in embers, a cart, and a horse tied to a tree. The horse looks a bit spooked from all the combat. There's scattered food supplies, arrows, a wooden chest.
I'll try and probably calm the horse and bring it over to our little encampment.
Okay, great.
I guess is there a chest as well? I'll open the chest and see if there's anything there.
Sure, go for the chest. Unlocked. Inside. Oh, that's nice. You see 60 gold in coins and jewellery.
Wonderful.
Still in the chest. You see a pearl. A little white pearl.
Okay.
And some kind of dark cloak.
Okay.
It looks like... It's funny. I mean, it's a bit furry.
Mm-hmm.
It's a cloak, but it's got two sort of tendrils as well, with spikes on the ends. You remember you've dealt with a displacer beast before, just like a panther-like animal with spikes, and it kind of displaces itself. It looks a bit like some of the tendrils you'd see on the displacer beast.
Okay, I'll take it.
The other thing you do see is some parchment with some scribblings on it.
I'll have a little read.
Okay. So, collecting... I mean, you might as well just take the whole chest because it's got the coins in it, maybe.
Sure, I'll take everything.
Right. But...
Put it on the horse.
Yeah. Put it on the horse. Take the horse with you. Yeah. Looking at the parchment, it appears it's news from a Raxel, the Goblin King. Apparently he's heard more from Maglubiet. Someone or something was peeking into Maglubiet's realm of Clangor, testing the boundaries between planes. Other divine beings, Maglubiet reports, and deities sense this as well. Yet there's something about not meddling in the affairs, in planar affairs, due to some ill-minded sense of duty and domain, which this Maglubiet seems to kind of scoff at, whatever that might mean. But yeah, there's those notes. As you take that chest and everything,
I'll take that all. Yeah,
over to the encampment as Stranson's kind of rubbing his leg and feeling a bit better now, and everyone's kind of healing their wounds. Yeah. All right. As you all make your way back to the wagon, anything to be said? Anything to be done in this moment before you head off?
I guess sometimes you just need to let things be.